not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
If
worry
definitely.
about it.
If there's
Just give it a
pus,
week.
then yes. Then you need to get that checked out.
Just give it a week. Give it a week. Nobody needs the medical bills. Am I
Don't
right?
give it a
Like,
week, it will fall off. Just put...
And you
I'm
said
gonna
it
give
was
it a-
glowing,
Guys, I'm gonna give it a week.
but
Attaboy.
it produces light. You can't go to sleep at night. That's what
Guys, I'm a plague doctor. I know what I'm doing.
says the doctor with the plague,
Right?
Says the doctor who's probably gonna die this episode.
who hasn't told anyone he has the plague.
Nope.
Probably for the best, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Alright.
freak people out, and then it's not gonna accomplish anything.
That's
You're
fair.
only saying that because we're with a sociopath right now.
Besides me?
Well, y'all might
think
have
it-
to reel that in just a little bit.
I think it was the we must purge the unclean or something like that. What was the words you used?
I believe it was.
We must purge the evil.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna not share my secret.
Right.
Oh,
cause
hi.
people to freak out.
So,
Hi,
I,
everybody.
so I guess we just recapped.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Pretty
so that was
much.
the recap.
I'll go ahead and recap. So y'all were in a tavern, right? And you had met up to... Was it not a tavern?
Actually,
It was
yes,
a tavern.
we were
Yeah.
in a tavern.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
in
yeah.
like the storeroom of a tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
I paid
And,
attention.
Because that's where all adventures start.
of course.
Yeah.
Tavern.
All the good ones.
Except for
and
Tale of the Veil,
so-
but you said good ones, so.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Don't even.
Self-burn!
Well, you have a
So-
traveling tavern, basically. Like he brings
Yeah.
the booze with him.
It's true. We
That's
did
true.
start with his wagon.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Anyway, sorry. Back to this one.
Andrew, why don't you recap it for us if you watched the episode more recently than us?
Sure.
Yeah.
So the group met up in a tavern, and there were things going on in the town. Things were getting a little hot and heavy. And
I mean, that's
Too
basically
soon.
it.
Too soon.
I don't get it.
yeah, you will. And I know that the town guard had been shoving people away, and kind of like this may have been when kind of the cordoning started. I don't know. Don't know exactly, but I know a lot of introductions were made. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I do have like I can do it if y'all want me to do it. I can totally do it.
I know there was a lot of combat last session.
There's literally
And-
combat. There's literally combat.
I guess the second you left the tavern, you guys could not get away from these vicious things, these former people who had this plague consume them, and they were breathing smoke, and they were charred, and they were delirious from the pain that they were in, and they would lash out. The guards had to be very drastic. There were some drastic measures taken, and I'm running out of things, so
I mean,
will
that's-
pass this off.
So, basically all that. The sickness started around the same time that a witch came into town, and and Wayne, who had been dealing with this illness since it showed up in the city, had feeling that it was more to do than just a sickness. It's something more. It's caused by something. One of the townsmen, he's a cleric by the name of Elias Locke. He claimed that the sickness started with the witch that came into town, but you learned that maybe that is not the case. It was on your way to the prisons where the witch is being kept, where you stumbled upon a group of cultists, worshippers of the Dragon Queen Tiamat, who were terrorizing some of the townsfolk, demanding riches and fealty under threat of death. Y'all made wicked quick work of the frickin' cultists, because Celeste used haste and they were weak, and it was with a whole lot of self-depreciating humor in the background that you guys took care of them very easily. And then
It was a team effort, darling.
and the DM rolling like awful, just awful across the frickin' board. And it was in the aftermath of the battle, after everybody but one was slaughtered, because as you guys wanted to keep one to interrogate.
Tried to keep the leader alive.
That some of you, or a couple of you realized that that the sickness was kind of taking its toll. And it was in the quiet after the battle that Baknum heard a voice demanding that he continue forward to find the mask that the witch allegedly buried outside of town. And that's where we open up.
Alright, so I have put my shackles on this dude who's not dead because I did spare the dying on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's missing a leg, thanks to Baknum.
Missing a fucking leg.
So I guess whenever we're ready to interrogate him, Wayne Crowbar will be saying, I think we went over this at the end a little bit. He'll basically be saying, alright, so the witch is inside, we have him here, let's get them both inside. If I can get them both in range, I can cast Zone of Truth on the both of them.
Works for me. I'd rather not be out in this place any longer. All of the people have run, yes?
Yes.
There was one that got away. I tried shooting him, but he was just too fast.
Cultist number 3 had, mad run.
What do you believe we should be doing about that? And Celeste is going to point to the massive pile of gold, jewels, family heirlooms, candlesticks, and all of that stuff.
Leave it for now. Let the townspeople deal with it.
Oh, we're just going to leave all of the city's gold in one spot in the middle of town.
The city has bigger problems right now.
That's fine by me.
That's right, you got the diamond out of the mess. So you guys want to take it, or do you guys want to interrogate here or the prisons?
Prison.
I'll take him to the prison.
Let's get inside.
Baknum, I'm not the strongest of fellows. Can you give me a hand?
And he's just gonna pick up the dude and put him over his shoulder.
Thank you.
Hey, bow, 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 bow. You did it right. La 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 la. Andrew, can you see anything? I think I have you purposefully blacked out, but...
Scrolling. I see, part of stuff. Part of stuff.
Should be near the bottom.
Okay. I see people, yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll be revealed here momentarily.
Celeste. Dead people.
So you guys come to the prison. Getting in, the door's partially damaged. It opens easily, but once you get inside, if you want, you can bar it from there. And it looks like it's sturdy enough that it'll hold some people out if they try to get in.
Medicine check on this seemingly dead person in front of me.
Very well. I've been playing the flood levels of Halo, y'all. It's just gonna pop up like a daisy. 15.
Is he dead?
He's dead, but it was not caused by the sickness. This wasn't something that had to do with the sickness at all. Actually, there's no charring, no evidence of any kind of heat or flame. But instead, he's got a big chunk of his torso ripped out of him. But it looks like a bite.
Oof. Guys, stay cautious. This person was bitten to death, not charred. We could have some kind of monstrosity on our hands.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Elias, I don't suppose there are any guards here, or extra supplies, maybe some potions. That would be lovely. Anything that can help us not dying from a giant monster that's loose, yes?
I've got us covered with potions, don't you worry. That's kind of my thing. I got your back.
Elias actually gestures to that corpse, and then the corpse behind him. He says, well, that's 2 of the guards that were here. There is a lockup further in. I don't know necessarily what's in there. I haven't had to work here in a very long time.
Can I loot the bodies?
I was going to say, are there any keys on the guards?
You can check. Investigation.
I'll give myself guidance.
I'll also give myself guidance.
Yeah, but I'll do it better.
It's not a contest, boys.
You sure you're gonna do better?
Actually, I won't give myself guidance because I don't know guidance.
You want to investigate?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I got a 10.
All right, Celeste, you step forward. You're careful not to step directly in the blood. You don't, even on the bottom of your shoes, you don't want blood on there.
Yeah.
You kind of adjust your skirts and you lean forward and you lift up a little, like just a piece of his vest, and it makes this wet, sticky sound, and you see more blood, you see entrails, and you let it go, and you're, nope.
You know what, Crowbar? Maybe you should check
Not
these ones.
my problem.
This seems more your area of expertise.
Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of blood. I'm used to it. And he's gonna lean down and get his 10 as opposed to Celeste's 1.
2, thank you very much.
I see a 1 on here.
Yeah, it's guidance puts a D4 on there.
Okay.
You were trying to use it. You should know how it works.
Oh, I meant, I just see, oh, it's not a nat 1. You rolled a 2. And then -1, and then another +1. Okay. So what does my 10 get me? I'm looking for weapons, potions, anything, crossbow bolts, anything that could be helpful.
You see a sword that looks like it clattered to the ground. It fell some feet away.
Okay.
You don't see any potions. You don't really even see anywhere where a key would hook onto his belt.
I was just about to say, are there any quest items like keys?
Not on this particular guy, no.
Alright, I'm gonna go look around for this cat too.
How much light is there in here?
I would say there's torches. I just didn't put them in there because I was worried about bogging it down too much.
That's a 23 on that guy.
That guy? That little guy right there?
Yep.
You find, so there's the sword and the shield. You find 1 regular health potion.
Ooh.
And let me double check a thing. No key on this one either. If you want, instead of checking each of these individually, we can just make a broad spectrum check.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as far as 20, as far as potions, you don't find anything else. None of them have keys. You do find some crossbow bolts on the person up top, or up the way. And all of them look like they were kind of bitten in half or chomped to some extent.
Okay.
And it is as you are hopping around, like as you're making your way further inside, kind of investigating like what happened to these people, whether or not anybody has any keys, that Terrence, dear darling Terrence.
I'm actually going to use that health potion on myself.
Okay, go ahead. I think it's you know what it is. You know what it is.
Is it a D?
2d4 plus 2, yeah. So, Terrence.
Yes. I'm back to
You
full.
were brought in here days ago. And even when the guards stripped you of your belongings, you were nearly 100% positive that you'd be in and out of here in maybe a couple weeks at most. No muss, no fuss. It was all one big misunderstanding anyway. Surely they know that. But then the guards brought the girl through. And then they started talking about a sickness. And for a day or so, you were more than happy to just take residence in the prisons. There's no sign of it there. Surely you're safe from whatever's spreading out there. And that's when you first got to witness it. The cellmate to your left, or not cellmate, I guess he's in another cell to your left. He started to exhibit some of the symptoms. Started with the fever and the sweating, and then before you knew it, he was stark raving mad, yelling, his body blackened and charred. He had no more hair left on his body, just in this constant state of agony. And as time passed and people got sick, and some of them even dying and being carted out, you thought maybe you finally lucked out. You thought that maybe it would pass, maybe you'd be set free, no worse for wear, and you'd be damned if you ever came to this town ever again. But luck hasn't really been on your side since you've come to Stormire. And it started with the fever. And with nothing but time on your hands, you got to sit back in your cell and watch as it evolved from there. You sat back and watched as it charred and blackened, and it worked its way up your hands, to your arms, your legs. You could do nothing as the fever worsened, and there was a brief moment of time you thought that maybe when you stopped sweating, you were going to be okay. And that maybe the fever ran its course, but then you realized how thirsty you were, how parched and dry your mouth was, and the very idea of a sip of water had you salivating, only your body stopped producing saliva. You sat and you waited and you started to smell smoke with each breath. You sat and you yearned for the end, and when you tasted the smoke and you saw it on each exhale just pluming out of your mouth, you waited for the end. And even though you've been patiently waiting for that end, waiting for the fire inside you to swallow you whole, you can't help but feel a little bit hopeful when you hear voices echoing into the cell room.
Cool. A lot of not great stuff in there. A lot of not great stuff. By the way,
you failed both
bad
and
Constitution
you rolled
saves.
A natural one.
Real bad saves. It was not great.
Could he have advantage, though?
He could not. I thought about, just re-roll it, but then I was like, this is fun, though.
I failed both of them, too. That was giving me advantage.
All right, old man.
So, Terrence, you hear voices, just people talking. It's not necessarily quiet. You hear kind of it echoing, just barely there, but you're fairly certain.
I found a health potion. I'm gonna drink it myself.
Okay, so when we get to the witch, how about I just do the talking? I'm sure you killed a lot of things back there, and I'm sure you're ready to go again, but maybe, just in case this witch is responsible, I talk to her first. Girl to girl, we figure things out and see if we can get this whole plague thing cleared up. How does that sound to you?
And let's make sure everybody's in the zone of truth.
As long as we get the location of the mask.
Yes.
Sure,
yes.
yeah. That's a solid lead. We should do that.
Sounds good. All right. And I'll just... If something jumps at me, kill that, okay? Can we do that? Is that fair?
So, Bakdom, this mask seems important to you, so just be cool, and with the zone of truth, we'll find it.
So are they wandering towards the cells or away?
Right now you just hear voices. Currently, they are making their way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and they're homebound.
Oh, heavens!
Oh! I made a terrible mistake.
Are you
Elias?
afraid of a little blood?
That's not a little blood, that's a lot of blood.
I think I threw up a little in my mask.
By the way, Sydney,
The door that was there, it does push open.
I didn't think a door would stop
walked
Baknum.
through
Let's
it.
be honest.
So we'll get rid of that.
By the way, Baknum is the one carrying the dragon.
Okay,
thing,
and
just
I'll
so you know.
hold on for me real
I checked this body. I'd also like to make a perception check for monstrous sounds and smells.
You don't hear any monstrous sounds, but it is...
Ah!
As you round the corner, you do see the body of this sort of dragon-esque figure. It looks like it had a lot of blood that's been kind of pooling around it. Maybe it tried to get out, but it did meet some resistance.
Is it dead? Can we check?
Yeah, you can
What
check.
do we need for that?
Medicine.
Yep.
I do a medicine check.
I'll throw a rock at it.
I mean,
Baknum pokes it with his sword.
there's a limb that twitches, and you're like, shit. It's alive. It was sleeping. It's all ruse.
Sacred flame!
Damn. Wayne, however, you kind of you lean a little over. You inspect the face, the way the eyes are kind of rolled back. The mouth is just open, tongue kind of lolling out. And unless it was a very, very clever demon dragon thing, you know.
Do I get anything for how it died? Any wounds or anything?
There's a lot of people in here that seem to have been kind of brutalized by the thing, and it looks like they definitely did not go down without a fight. There's a ton of just like stab wounds. There's slashes all the way across like its torso. One of the eyes is actually completely gone. So it looks like it came in here, it attacked, and the guards that were present killed it. It was a fellow beatdown. It went and crawled into a corner to bleed out, basically.
Guys, it seems like no one's left in here. We should just leave.
Hello?
Hold on, I'm hearing something.
Yes,
Do you hear that? This way! I peek around the corner.
I'll step around the body here, giving it
You
a
wanna walk up it?
wide berth, kind of just like in case he's feeling feisty.
Peeking around the corner, you get 3 gel cells. To your right, you see one of them. It looks like one of the infected, and he's just pacing back and forth like a caged cat. And then straight down, you see a gentleman who is wearing close to nothing but pants. It looks like when they imprisoned him, they took just about everything. And you can see the infection taking place on him as well.
He does have like sheets, or what seemed to be what used to be his sheets, like torn off as like a makeshift air filter, but it obviously didn't do anything. That's a real good. It's a good Celeste cosplay there.
You don't have the sickness.
Oh no.
Tell me, what do you know? What happened here?
Sweetie, cosplay, there's no creating this savant of the arcane.
Oh, you're the real thing. You're the real thing then, eh?
Of course. Don't mind the torn skirts. Had a itchy fan earlier today.
I'm a big fan of your perfumes. Good stuff.
Oh, thank you. It's always so good to see a fan.
I'm parched over here. They stopped giving me food and water a day or two ago. can get my stuff.
Yes, hold on. I am going to reach into my my pouch and give him some water.
I'm gonna try to throw that back.
Okay.
You're trying to throw the water back?
Just gulp, gulp, gulp.
Oh,
Any
I thought you meant throw it back like,
Right.
yeah, I don't want it.
I don't want the water.
Just an asshole.
At first, it's soothing.
Mhm.
Like, just anything to just wet your mouth down at this point would be
Oh, God.
a godsend. And then you hear it sizzle, just that little bit that was left on your lips starts to sizzle like it was in a hot frying pan.
No. It was good while it lasted, I guess.
You go to swallow it, and eventually you can't. It's so hot, and you just open your mouth and it falls out.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're wasting the water.
Yeah, well, I'll pay you back, I swear that. Nice, name's Pendleton. I don't belong in here. It's misunderstanding.
Of course.
None of us are guilty in here, you know.
Well, trespassing, but it's long story. I'm from out of town. Could you guys get my stuff? Get me out of here. I'll help with whatever you need.
I'm here to fight disease, not to fight crime. Yeah, we'll get you out.
You look a little on the hot side. Are you sweating, shortness of breath, fire breathing, any?
Well,
like
I've been
that?
coughing smoke. That's no pipe, lots of smoke, not a great deal. And it started a few days ago. It must be in the water. I swear if they just let me keep my canteen, then I would have been fine. But no.
Yes.
Wayne, are you standing where you are presently? Are you up near the
Yeah.
bars? Can you make just a dex check, just real quick?
Yep, right where I'm positioned. That's where I am.
That's fair.
Jeez.
That's fair.
Think so.
Wait, watch
Dex-
out! Is Walt? Wait, hold
Dex check.
on.
Acrobatics or just dex?
Go make it
Actually,
acrobatics if you want.
It actually doesn't matter. Oh!
You sidestep that shit like a smooth criminal. Basically, you're inspecting Terrence. You kind of looking him over, listening to him as he tries to speak, watching as he tries to drink. And you kind of stop paying attention to the poor man to your right. And he just suddenly reaches out. He tries to grab anything around your neck just to bring you closer to him, and you just sidestep.
Hey, Walter,
no
fuck
problems
off.
whatsoever.
Leave him alone, Walter. Stop being a dick. Sorry about old Walter. He used to be fine, but now he's just an asshole.
I fear you will soon join him if we do not get to the bottom of this.
We should
Yeah,
leave
but
him
we're-
here.
Oh no!
Has anyone found a key? Or
Well-
Bachnum, can you just break through these bars?
that'd be
Let's before we let no offense. Can we just side meeting, please? Sidebar.
Yeah, don't
One
mind
mo-
me. Don't mind me. Just
One
sitting there
moment.
waiting to die.
One moment.
Okay, so we're all pretty sure he's getting ready to pop soon, right? He's going to start turning feral and attacking us.
He is changing.
Yes, but our time is limited. We need all the help we can get.
No, you guys
Yes.
aren't exactly whispering over there.
And
Yeah,
what
shush.
makes,
loud.
Just 1 moment, please. One
Right.
moment.
what
Don't
makes
mind
you
me.
think he will help us?
Because he wants to live like anybody.
Or
That's true.
we unlock the door and he runs away.
Well, if he
how
runs
would-
away, then that doesn't mean he doesn't kill us, which
Yeah,
I'm
that
in favor
doesn't-
of.
That's also true.
I don't think he has any incentive to hurt any of us. I guess unless he wants to. Maybe he'd want to steal from us.
One second. Terrence, what was my first line of perfumes? Do you remember?
I'll roll a history check real fast. Oh, dang it. Why doesn't it put my sheet on a different thing? History.
Damn. He knows the whole fucking song.
He knows so much.
I was gonna
He
say,
knows
Andrew,
the whole fucking album.
if you wanted to make up a type of perfume that a divine, I was thinking like Simply Divine or Seven Heavens or something like that. Something, you know.
Right.
Divine essence.
Essence of Solar.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there was the whole 9 worlds. You know, the branch you opened with. It was just delightful. A couple of them were too citrusy for me, but personally, I'm a fan of celestial bodies. There's plenty of newer things, but you know, it's actually in my backpack. If you want to get that from Holding,
All right,
and
I wasn't.
get the canteen. Bring me on my backpack. It's got the grappling hook and the scroll case on it, on the back, hanging on the back. If you could get me that, that'd be great. That'd be real great.
I wasn't sure before, but I kind of trust him now. He definitely has good taste. I think we should let him out.
Would you give me that
Based on
catchphrase real fast before I die? You know, it'd be great to hear it live for once.
Well, if you want the best, get Celeste.
Okay, Celeste, yeah, that's the one. Lord me. I'll get to hear that before I go. Man, thought I'd spin around this crazy world another couple times, but maybe not.
Well,
Elias.
certainly not if we keep on lollygagging. We have work to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
let's-
again, my backpack. I don't need a key. If you can get my backpack, I'll get myself
Where-
ready.
Where is your backpack?
It's a police department, wherever they hold people's stuff. I don't know.
How about we
God
just,
damn it, where's the police department?
why don't we just get him out?
Can you do that?
Yep. One of you, if you were actively like doing the whole investigation process as you came in, you did find the ring of keys on the gentleman by the door, who cultist is just chilling by right now.
Guys, I forgot. I had the key this whole time.
Things went sideways. It just happened so fast.
I'm sorry, it's just I'm under a lot of pressure right now, and I'm not really thinking all that straight sometimes.
Yeah,
Here,
things are real
I'm gonna-
distracting, huh? With all the
I'm gonna-
smoke.
Crowbot, maybe you should take the mask off. I'm sure it's making very hard to breathe.
No, it's actually helping.
It's
I'm
harder
good.
to breathe out here, I think.
No, it's alright. I have these things that help. Alright, you're out. You're free.
Okay, great. I need to get my backpack, and I'll get you that water in return. I will.
I'm not sure water's good for any of us right now. Right now, the only thing that matters is finding the solution to solving this
Oh.
case.
Speaking of Terrence, since you've been here, have you noticed any older ladies possibly carrying a broom, casting spells?
We're looking for a witch.
I don't
Nothing
wish
here yet. I don't know if it's an old witch. Could be a young witch. We haven't really known that much. We just know it's a
We
witch.
don't really know if it's a witch yet or not, to be honest.
Well, there was a receptionist who was quite a witch to me. Yeah. But,
No, we
no,
run into
brought
her.
in. No, didn't see anybody brought in like that. No, can't say I have. Just fucking Walter there, prick.
How's Walter doing over there?
Well, he tried to grab your friend. You tell me, little prick.
He was
Walter
slow. I
is-
saw him coming from a mile away. He doesn't have long to live, clearly.
He's just as bad, if not worse, as the ones that you saw walking through town.
Bachnum, isn't this your thing?
Well, how about we leave one alive in case we need to make sure the cure works?
Good
there's a
idea.
cure. What do you mean cure?
Well,
We're gonna find a cure, Terrence. We're gonna find a cure.
Excellent. I
Are
like
you
it.
with us? Will you
hell
help us
yeah.
find a cure?
Yeah, let me get my backpack though. I've got supplies.
Oh my fucking god, let's get his fucking backpack so he stops
be
mentioning
great.
it.
I think he wants
Elias.
If he says
Just
getting his
gestures down the
backpack
hall.
one fucking goddamn time, I swear to god, I shove this fucking crowbar in my fucking mouth and fucking pull the trigger.
All right, fine. Where's me knapsack?
I don't know!
Follow me, I think I know where it is.
Elias just
God
points
damn it.
back down this way towards the lockup. This is a mess. This is a mess.
So the Goliath is just watching Terrence, like eagle-eyed, staring.
I'll just kind of nod at him. Big Philip. Hello.
Doesn't
Okay.
anybody show their goddamn face around here?
Good talk. Well, I mean, there's a plague going around, don't you know?
I know.
who's
So,
talking.
I'm just commenting. I know I'm part of the problem.
past the corpse of the guard dragon, I think. Is
Yeah, I
the-
just walk right over it.
Yeah, it's just in this little door over here. This little walkway.
Guys, I found a thing. There's stuff in here. I'm gonna roll investigation.
Yeah, those are trunks. Those are trunks.
Like,
I
bet
definitely determined that these are trunks.
There's shit in there though.
You know,
There's
you-
some stuff in there.
You don't have to roll for investigation to search everything unless it's hidden, right?
Yeah. Well, he's definitely not finding the hidden compartment now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig through and start
Terrence,
looking for the big.
You're 24. You find your pack. It's got everything that, I mean, nothing's been taken out of it. Aside from maybe that scroll, which is going to be over on the table. It's spread out. Looks like somebody was reading it.
Jeez, bastards can't mind their business. No.
Thank fucking El Mater, if I die today, at least it will not be hearing, "Get me backpack" one more damn time.
Well, you know what? We did nothing else today. We found the backpack.
I'm gonna fucking murder you! I pull out my crossbow.
Boys, I think
Say it one more goddamn time. Say it one more time.
What?
Say it one more time. I will fucking put a fucking bolt through your head
anyone
and then
notice that
one
the
through
dragon
my
is moving?
own.
the dragon
Hey.
moved.
Oh, I just showed you the box.
The dragon is moving.
Alright, Terrence, we're gonna
Make
come
the
back to
deck.
this later. The dragon's moving.
So Terrence is gonna go ahead and like start digging through his backpack and pull this like leather-bound carafe, like flask thing, with like this weird thing on the lid, and just pop it open and just start like chugging water like a madman.
It steams. It hurts.
Mm.
And
Fuck
but
that.
it's sating a thirst that you've had for days.
Yeah.
But with all of that heat, it doesn't feel right. And you take
Oh no.
thing. It's inconsequential, but
80 damage.
you take 2 damage.
No. Oh no.
I wonder if holy water would have the same effect.
Mm.
I have holy water,
So do
and
I.
I've been afraid to use it.
I don't really want to waste it.
So you gear up, you get all of your things, and without the witch in sight, the only thing that you can really, or I guess Elias would know, without the witch in sight, Elias gestures to the locked door at the end of the hall where the prisons were, or the cells were. You just, usually if it was somebody who's causing a lot of problems, we wouldn't just keep them with the general population. So
Terrence, you'll notice that as I'm
probably
going
further
back,
in.
I'm kind of like leaning up against the wall as I walk for a bit, just for a few seconds, and then I get back. But yeah, he's kind of hugging the wall a bit as he goes forward.
Bachman, do you have that cultist fellow on your back still?
Yes.
You have eyes, don't you?
Just want to make sure he hasn't dropped it. What's up your craw?
I'm starting to wonder if Celeste is actually like blind and not telling us, because earlier Celeste was like, "Where's the other villain? I don't know where he." Straight line of vision to seeing it, and I'm starting to.
Are you
suspect
talking about
something's
Cultist
up.
3 as he made a mad dash north?
Yeah, it's like, where is he? And he's right in front of her.
No, that didn't happen. When I said where's the other thing, I was being a dick when you were being attacked.
Yeah, well, given what Wayne knows, he's starting to wonder if Celeste is blind.
Are you upset because you wore all black and you have a fire disease? Is that what's happening?
You don't know that.
I have insight +4. I can take a hint.
You never challenged my deception.
Would you
So
like
you
to
two-
say that you're not?
You two related?
I'm fine. Let's just keep moving forward.
Can I get a deception roll for that?
Yep.
So, like, you two siblings or something? You bicker a lot.
He bickers with a lot of people.
Oh. So that's no.
This episode he does.
Yes.
You can't roll. Again. Oh, that was Baknum.
Yeah.
Well, I tricked Baknum.
Barely.
Baknum just looks into like the eyes of the mask, and it's just dark, and he's just, nah, it's not worth.
Celeste looks into the shaking figure of the figure wearing the mask, hoping she won't notice the pounding areas of puddles of sweat going all around him.
Yeah, and he's kind of leaning up against the wall a bit too.
Let's go talk to the witch and see what she can do. Does that sound all right with you?
That sounds fantastic. Let's go.
Yeah, let me get dressed. Come on. Anybody want to help me with my armor?
Terrence, did you make sure to get your pack?
Oh yeah, I found my backpack.
Oh, good.
Could I get
How did
get
this
a hand?
happen? How did this happen so quickly?
Could I get a hand with my armor?
Yeah, sure. As long as you go first, that's no problem with me.
Well, okay.
How would you like to be my personal bodyguard today?
All right. Sure, I guess.
Wonderful,
I
wonderful.
do owe you guys my freedom and all that.
While I'm helping Terrence carefully put his armor on, I'll just be like complimenting him, like, "Oh, look how strong you are, and oh, it's so dashing and good, and you'll be so good protecting me from not dying. It's going to be so wonderful. I'm so
Yeah, I'm
excited."
getting a theme here.
Your PR rep doesn't have to worry about a thing. You got this. You're good at it.
I'm gonna stay in the back and keep the fighters nice and hardy.
Okay. And Elias is kind of lingering behind you as well. So the door ahead of you, Baknum, it's locked, but it doesn't look like it's, it doesn't look like it's heavily enforced.
I have a ring of keys.
So what you're saying
Go
is...
for the keys.
I use the
If you
keys.
want to kick it in, you could totally fucking kick it in. He kicks
Baknum,
it in.
here's the keys.
I think Baknum, even with hearing the keys, he's done with all of you. He's just like, and just kicks.
Fucking perfume and backpack and knapsack and just fuck it and just kick the door in. So upon it opening, it just swings open, and it just opens so quickly, like not even that heavy of a door. And you're immediately met by another door. This one has 7 separate locks on it. And above each of the locks bloop, is a symbol. Can I get what languages you all speak?
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Common.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
Okay.
I know common, Aran, and undercommon.
Okay.
Common,
I know.
giant, and infernal.
I've got a draconic, sylvan, undercommon, thieves' cant.
Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay. Does nobody speak Elven?
Nope.
Why would we?
Well,
Does Elias?
You covered fucking every frickin' language here. Okay. So each of the doors has a number, it's a different language, above the locks is a different language. And between the fucking lot of you, all they say is open and close.
Yes,
You
open.
have your keys that you have that you brought in with you, but there's also a key that is left just hanging on the wall to your right.
It's just the 3.
Elias, sweetie, you work here, yes? You're God. Please. open
And
these doors.
because
Thank you.
hold on here. So the first one, the top upper left, is Draconic. It says open. One to the right, Undercommon, close. Giant to the third one in, close. Infernal, final one on top, close. Dwarf, right? Somebody got dwarf?
Nope.
Oh, bow, you don't know what that one says.
What was the
Haha.
third one?
Third one
Giant.
is giant, and it's closed. Dwarf, you don't know what that says. Elvish, Elias can supply that says close, and common says open.
So
Does anyone know Draconic?
yeah, I got it.
Awfully fucking suspicious, considering that there's been some dragon shit. Just kidding. I joke. I kid.
I'm a researcher. I do a lot of old stuff and weird stuff.
I bet you do some weird stuff.
Yeah, beyond closed doors. Speaking of closed doors, we got a lot of them right here, eh?
Perhaps. I didn't turn on the thing.
So we
Perhaps.
really only have 2 combinations we have to try. It's just the dwarvish in either open or closed.
Then put in the keys and do it.
Okay. If we lock or unlock one of the doors that has open or close.
It's one door, and it has
Uh-huh.
all of those locks on it with those symbols or the different writing above each of them, and there's one key.
Gotcha. There's only one key.
There's only one key in this room.
Does the key have anything written on it?
Just a normal key. And
Okay.
once again, it's Draconic. It's open. Undercommon is closed. Or is closed. Giant, close. Infernal, close. Dwarven, question marks. Elf, close. And in common it says open.
Alright, well, I'll try this one. I can read the one in the far corner. I'll say infernal. I'll say open in infernal.
Nothing.
Close in infernal.
Nothing.
Stupid thing's broken. Elias, fix this door. Open it at once.
Well, hold on. Take it easy. I'm gonna grab the key and check the common one and just lock it.
You flip the key inside of it? Okay.
Yeah.
It clicks very satisfyingly. It clicks.
Does the
Yeah.
word change to closed?
Nope.
Or does it stay open?
It says open.
I think we-
I will unlock it. Unlock it.
I think we just need to all the ones that say closed, lock those, but then ones that say open, unlock them, and then that combination should give us what we want.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I will do so. So, what do we do with the, I guess this is Dwarven, maybe? It looks Dwarven. I never learned Dwarven.
I guess we try both.
Alright. Wait, maybe there's a pattern? Is there a pattern? Can I establish a pattern at all?
Nope. It's open, close, 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 question mark, close, open.
Let's try Dwarven Open. And then try and pop it open. See what happens.
So you take the key, you put it in the first, and you click it one way. You go through these, basically leaving the ones that you can assume say closed, shut.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the Dwarven one, there's a moment where you hesitate, and then you decide to open it. And then with that finished, the door itself, there's another loud click, and it just swings open.
Oh.
Aha!
Because you monsters knew every language in the world.
Well,
I mean, we did know the common ones.
Yes.
You're right, I just assumed that you knew the common.
Undercommon's an interesting one.
It is.
Undercommon is, I was actually very surprised. I was like, let's throw a weird one in there.
Most people don't think to take that.
Yeah.
It's a strange dialect, It's real interesting digging back and... Never mind.
So that door opens, and then you are greeted with a spiral staircase that goes down. It is darker down there. It's not lit with torchlight, but I believe, Bachnum, you still have that lantern of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And so you descend into the prisons.
Green flame.
Before we get too far down, in Undercommon, I do want to take, what's his name aside? Frick.
Pendleton. My friends call me TP.
I take TP aside.
Come to think of it, people who don't like me call me TP as well.
I grab him lightly by the shoulder, and he can kind of hear me breathing heavily, kind of gasping in my breath. And in Undercommon, I'll tell him, we share the same sickness. I don't want to alarm the others, but we need to find out the cure for this as fast as possible. I'm afraid we don't have long.
In Undercommon, I reply, yeah, no shit.
Alright then, let's go.
Where are you, Pendleton?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think he's
There
still...
you are. Hold on.
All the way down the bottom.
No, you're good. I was just like, I copy-pasted everyone in there. I was like, I'm missing one of the kids. Where did they go?
Oh wait, are you on a whole new map, Sydney?
Yeah, I'm putting people in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine is being real slow. I don't know if it's the computer or what.
Yeah, I think they changed something because it got slower for like all of us, or not all of us.
Strangely, Microsoft Edge is like, man, we got it.
No, don't even say that.
I am not even joking, man. It's
Hey,
doing
Roll 20,
really
get it
well.
together. Fix that shit.
It's not Roll20, it's the fact that they offloaded processing onto people's computers rather than doing it on their server.
Right, therefore it's Roll20, it's their fault because
Well,
they decided to do
To
that.
be fair, it's cost them a lot of money to do the processing on their end.
Well, to be fair, I'm paying them money,
Not everyone
and
is.
I want a service that works.
You know what? That would be a decent proposal for like the pro subscription to do the processing off
Yeah.
onto their server.
So you go down the stairs. It's not a long travel. It takes maybe a minute, and eventually you come to the bottom. Before you, it just opens into this sort of sitting room. There's a barrel. There's a desk. And then to your right is another locked door. This one, it is, it's just barred from the outside, actually. Nothing else seems to be holding it closed.
Is there anything in the barrel?
You can go check.
I would like to check.
Can I
Okay.
investigate for any signs of tampering or anything that has... I was expecting a witch down here.
Well, there's through that door, you know.
Does it look like we can see through? Is it?
Oh,
bars,
I thought
or
it was like a
is it
bunch of
room?
bars. Can we not see through?
So you can't see through right now.
Okay.
If you like get lower to the ground, kind of where the wood is aged and it's kind of starting to split. If you get down, it's a very dark room, but you can see just a little bit. You see movement at the far end. Terrence, did you want to check that barrel?
I do.
So you go over, you like kind of grab the lid, and it doesn't open immediately, and you give it like a little bit of a tug, and there's resistance to the barrel as a whole, and another like quick tug, and it's filled with like, I don't know, apples. Like maybe they just had some food stores down here. Some of them are rotting. Like it's definitely starting to get a little stank on it.
I think I'm gonna like dump them out onto the floor and empty it, and then tip it back up and pull the decanter out and just like whisper one of the words and dump it down into the barrel, and as it fills, say, "Hey, drink up, everybody. Go stay hydrated."
It takes a minute, but that decanter he has is not stopping.
Not with fountain, it doesn't.
It just keeps pouring water.
Anybody thirsty?
Yes.
Yes, but
I
not in
am.
that regards. Knocking on the door. Hello?
Okay.
Is anyone here?
Gonna try drinking again. Does it
Go
hurt me?
away.
Yes. Excuse me. We'd like to talk. I believe there's some reason to think you might know what's going on right now in the town.
I said go.
All right.
You hear clanking, like maybe there's shackles.
It's bars
Okay,
from our side, correct?
Yes.
Is there a reason that we're barred in there? Or you're barred in there?
No,
So how sick are you?
not sick.
Aren't you? Aren't you, though?
I'm not.
Really? You're not coughing up the smoky stuff? Nothing like that?
No.
I'll insight that.
I will also insight that.
While everybody is focused on the door, I'm going to be lifting my mask off and try to drink some.
So, briefly, as you take a drink, it doesn't burn you, like, as it did with Terrence, because you didn't roll a natural 1 on your con. But it is warm. It's not as satisfying as you assumed it would be.
But it is still at least a little satisfying, right?
Yeah, it wets the whistle and it does its job, but then you're immediately thirsty again.
Yeah, keep on drinking for a while.
Okay.
It's 5 gallons. Let's go crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to drink a lot.
You don't think it's a lie? She said she wasn't sick and they kept pushing, and I'm not a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna go talk to her.
I don't know, she doesn't seem to want to be talked to.
Yes, but part of my job is to talk to people and get them on my good side.
She
Celeste.
can't cast magic. Be careful.
Celeste, you need to restrain her. Once they are both restrained, then we can put the zone of truth on them.
Yeah, you hear the clanking, right? I believe she might already be restrained.
Well, let's hope so.
We'll go speak to her. If you can all not murder anyone for a couple of minutes while I go speak to her, that would be just gravy.
Like, what do you mean murder? You guys murder people?
All these people need to be kept alive so we can get answers.
And I was the one locked up, eh?
I can't believe you would just assume that we would just murder people.
Oh, wait. I mean, she said something about, can you not murder? I assumed, it's kind of...
I mean, you were really shaking your bell at that one guy. You were trying to murder him, but
I'm trying to put people out of their misery. If she's not sick, She is only valuable to us.
Alright,
Okay.
well, I'm next, please. For ending the misery, Pat.
I'm gonna go inside now. Just listen in case if shit pops off. Please, by all means, come rushing in. But just give me one moment.
We are
I'm
all
still
going
bad
inside.
Jesus, you.
Yes, but
So-
maybe we don't all need to go in. She already seems a little bit on guard.
Not my problem.
I'm fine with staying out here for now and drinking more water, but while you're in there, just make sure you don't mess anything up. I want a zone of truth, this bitch. I mean, witch.
I think I'm gonna move over and like kind of puff up a little bit and kind of face Bachman and say, you know, as Miss Celeste's bodyguard, I have to insist that you listen to her orders and stay.
Oh, I have to stay the fuck away from this.
Just stay put.
I could squash you like an ant.
Oh no, you could. Yeah, that'd be. Oh, jeez, that's just pleasant at this point.
And he's
You-
just
you-
gonna do a
great. You're
slight
absolute-
like push, because at this point he just assumes that even like a little bit will probably be enough to make Terrence tumble because of his sickness.
Yeah, I think I'll just like crumple up against the door. I'm not even gonna fight it at that point. Just kind of like itself on. Funk. Yeah. Ow. It's rude. Just give her a minute. Hey.
How did we tie up the cult guy?
I
he's
think
in my
he's
shackles.
shackled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's
shackled
over
with
your
his arms
shoulder
on
right
his
now.
back.
Yeah. I didn't remember if we just used rope because I also had manacles, but if he's already shackled up, cool.
Bloody,
Maybe-
you know you are tall.
Maybe you want to knock him open and or awake and talk to him a little bit.
Let's do one at a time. Before we go waking him up, let's see how cooperative this other one is.
Did you not
I'd
want
like to.
to do a zone of truth on her?
I do. I prefer to do the two together, but I would like to see how cooperative she is first before we go adding other complications into the mix.
Well, I'm going to go speak to her now, and we'll see from there. How's that sound?
Fine with me. I'll get some more water.
I think as
I'd
Celeste
like-
starts walking into the room, Pendleton will start like digging through his stuff and say, "Anybody want a snack? I've got some little dried fruits and stuff here in my backpack." Yeah. Okay.
I think Bachnum will follow Celeste in, but not confrontationally. Just stand near the back of the room.
Wait.
Okay.
Hey. Privacy. Come on. Privacy.
Yeah, he's just gonna push you again.
It's all right. if he's just by the door, it's fine.
So you take the bar off the door, you lift it up,
Yes.
and so the door swings open, and you are greeted with darkness. But aside from the darkness, you smell urine. You smell feces. They left her down here for however long, with maybe an apple from that barrel as food occasionally.
Mm,
Do you step into the room?
Is it magical
Uh,
darkness?
Nope, it's just dark.
Bachnum
I have-
lifts up his lamp.
yeah, I have dark vision, but I'll go ahead and cast light at the end of my staff.
Okay, so it stretches out, and you see a girl, probably about 9 or 10.
Aw.
She's standing back by the wall, and you see that both of her feet are chained, and she has a little bit of leeway to kind of walk around, maybe a few feet off to maybe do her business, but she can't get far. She's thin. She looks tired. She looks hungry. She looks kind of clean, surprisingly, given the smell of the room, and she has sizable bruise just on the side of her face. And which one of you step in first?
I think
I will.
Celeste, yeah.
We'll call it a dex saving throw.
Did we get a short rest?
I like how you
after-
backed the fuck up. You're
Well,
like, I'm out.
No. I just for the effect or whatever. So
Yeah.
that we do it in order.
I think you guys called it. I think you guys agreed to a short rest. I want to say,
Did we? Yes. Did we do that?
but I'm not sure if you guys said that. You guys still have opportunity.
I thought we were going to say a
so.
short rest after the fight before we go into the prison. Is that all right?
Let's
I mean, it makes no difference to me.
Okay. That does make a difference because I get
let's
everything.
hit dice.
Yeah.
You get some health back.
I also get all my spells and
Um,
abilities.
Well, shit. I should have said no.
How does a 17 look?
Pretty good. So as you step in, as light spills out and you see her pull her hand from behind her back, and you just see this dark mass. And she just lobs it at you, and you cringe, and you just hear this wet splat on the ground, and you turn, and it's poop.
Oh, please don't be poop.
Oh.
Definitely poop.
I said get out of here!
Oh, okay. All right. I see you're upset. We don't need to be doing that right now. I'm going to recommend you don't do that again. I'd like to help
Please.
you.
You see her lip trembling.
Would you like to stay here? Would you like to come with us? I assume you don't wish to stay here in the poop room. I assume you'd like to leave. Yes?
You know,
Yes.
that's the Celeste over there. She's famous or something.
You're famous.
In some circles, yes.
I would very much like to leave, please.
All right. Before we go along, let's deal with this for the moment. And Celeste is going to tap her staff twice and just give a big wave of prestidigitation all up in its piece. Just no more, none of this shit smelling. You know that I prefer lavender. Lavender is one of my favorites. Actually, it's one of my first perfumes that I worked with. Let's do lavender. And going to just Febreze this entire room and clean up all the shit and piss everywhere.
Do you also clean up the shit on her hand?
Yes. I'm
Beautiful
like-
soul, you.
industrial strength cantrip, just like with her staff.
How old is
So-
she?
Probably 9 or 10. And as it cleans up, as the crap goes away from her hand, because she was already regretting even thinking of that as a defense mechanism, it's gone. And she kind of looks at her hand surprised, and she looks up at you, and she seems to like have this moment of admiration, and then they flicker to the behemoth just a few feet behind you, and she like takes a step back.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He has this dark edgelord thing going on. It's really not so bad. You can ignore him for now.
He's really big.
He is
Bucknum's
quite big.
gonna walk over to her.
The closer you get, like the smaller her form kind of goes.
Bogdan, you're
And-
scaring a little girl.
He reaches around behind in his pack.
And you see her like where the poop pile was.
Her hand just kind of like darts to it, because this is her only form of defense right now. And it's not there. It's the smell of lavender and happiness and freedom. But this guy,
And
um,
from behind his back, while she's cowering, Baknum produces a water skin for her. And he hangs it over. He just looks down at her
Drink.
and lets her have
Why?
it before moving back.
why are you biting me? I was doing nothing to you.
I see you have a cat.
I do. She hesitantly takes it, and before like pressing herself back up against the wall, and she brings it to her nose first and smells it, and then takes a small sip.
Probably the cleanest, like, mountain spring water around.
Probably, yeah.
From where here's from.
You said I could go.
Yes, we're looking for someone who knows anything about the plague, the sickness that's going on upstairs. Do you know anything about that? Why don't you tell us when you were brought here?
Don't know. A week ago. It's dark. It's really hard to tell.
Okay. What of your caretakers? Who's been feeding you and bringing you things?
I don't know his name. He just threw an apple here and there.
You did quite a lot with that apple. Let me tell you, that really got around.
Her face actually, it gets rosy. She is so embarrassed for having to either live in that filth and then have to handle it as well. And she just, that's all they gave me. And she takes another sip of water.
Listen, sweetie, between you and me, I was actually born a lowborn. I was born in, if we're being completely honest, a place that didn't smell that much better than this. But I worked hard and I made friends with the right people, and I wanted a little dash of good looks, but I'm doing well for myself now. And
Made friends with the right people.
you know, us girls have to stick together. Would you like to stick together with us?
If it gets me out of here, I'd like that very much.
All right. Bachman, if you would, without, smashing her, do you think you could do something about these chains here?
Well, let's see.
Please don't natural one this.
Did I
Pulls
change?
off her arm instead.
Oi, now here chains. You say chains?
Chains.
I got some picks for that.
Oh god, that 9 athletics check. What were you trying to do exactly?
He was trying to pull the chain from the wall.
You give it like a good firm tug, and it's, Jesus, it's like the sturdiest thing in this whole fucking prison that you've encountered.
Well, then the next up is the greatsword.
Well, I think hearing the jerk of a chain, I'm gonna pop my head in and say, you guys need a locksmith?
A locksmith would be lovely, yes, please.
Oh, great. Let me get my backpack.
Oh my god! Oh!
That one was just for you, sailor. He's gonna
God damn it!
Wayne's gonna have
Pop in.
PTSD.
He's gonna hear the murmurings of backpack, and he's just gonna shoot up like, "What?
Who said that? Who did it?
Yeah, so he's gonna unroll his tools and start getting in there and see what he does. That's not how you spell that. What did it?
Faves!
Tabs, Tears. No, I guess it took in the accent. Hey, Stills.
This is not your first rodeo. You've picked some shackles before. There's a brief second where you think, oh, maybe this one's a little different. How crazy would that be? Click. And the first one comes off, and you turn and you make to go do the same with the second one. And it comes off easily as well.
Sweet. Well, there you go. Keeping distance, though. I've got a, oh, hey! They dragged you in here about a week ago, eh?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What do you do to get locked up in a place like this?
Well, my sister, really.
You did your sister?
Well, no, she...
What, like...
They called me a witch, but it's my sister.
It's a rude thing to say.
Your sister's a witch. What do you mean by that, sweetie?
We all think our siblings are witches. You know, it happens.
She's not a bad witch. She's fine, really.
Oh, like real witch?
Like, yeah.
Huh. I think she can deal with this whole thing.
I don't... What whole thing?
Oh, yeah. This whole Bernie kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Coughing smoke up. Don't know if you noticed that.
I've
It's
never
not great.
seen that.
Why don't we step out of this cell real quick and... Terrence, just a few steps back. It doesn't appear she's
Right.
sick yet. Let's try and...
Yeah, let's hope not. You want some, here, grab us some rations out of my backpack. Give us something to eat.
Still clutching that water skin, she like pulls it to her, and then she like just eyes wide. She like looks in, and she grabs the first thing she sees, assuming that it's not a damn apple.
Right. Nah. Alright, good, yeah. Get nourished. You gotta eat. Gotta move this way. Get upwind from you.
Joke's on you. He said it was dried fruits. If it's dried apples, man, she's gonna be
Dried banana.
in for a rude awakening.
It's a lot of apricots and figs, dried cheese, stuff like that. Like hard cheeses.
With her coming out and seeing her age, he's definitely gonna take a step back. This is not what he expected.
And it's coming out that like you see like what she's wearing, like the light. I mean, you kind of got a hint that it was some form of dress. But Celeste, you're familiar with these. It's basically just the shift of like that you would wear as an undercloth for a dress. It's a slip, basically.
Does it look possibly expensive, like a highborn?
It looks well made. It doesn't look expensive though. It looks kind of homey, but definitely well made.
Is there a tag on the back? Would I know the designer?
There's no tag.
So homemade, more than likely.
More than likely.
This is a very valuable prisoner. Would you like to introduce yourself, sweetie? What's your name?
Tyranny.
Tyranny. Tyranny? Okay.
Tyranny.
That's a good nickname. What's her real name, though?
Tyranny.
Real name. Wow, how about that?
Tyranny, you were picked up
Back to having suspicions.
picked up about a week ago, but you believe your sister is a witch. Now, have you seen her? Have you seen her cast spells? Has she turned anyone?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Mhm. She
When...
does the same trick that you did, just inside.
Oh,
What is the source of her magic? Does she use components? Does she speak to a god?
Components, mostly, I think.
Okay.
She hasn't really taught me much.
What does she tend to do with her magic? Does she heal? Does she cast illusions or things of that sort?
I've seen her heal a deal once.
Oh, a healer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are her political views?
Maybe we don't need to get into that. Maybe.
Who
did she vote for in the last election cycle?
Is she for the crown?
Her eyes kind of go wide, because, I mean, she's just kind of based on where you are. It's sort of just in the middle of nowhere, and it's easy to assume that a witch that lives out in the sticks is even further in the middle of nowhere. So talk of crown, talk of politics, and she just kind of gets bug-eyed, and then she shakes her head. I guess doesn't support them.
Oh, wait, it's not. When was the last time you saw your sister?
I think it was a little over a week ago. She told me to run. She gave me this mask and she told me to leave.
Mask?
Where's the mask now?
The man that brought me in, he told me to bury it. He didn't like the look of it.
Who's the man?
His name was Sylvan. He just came through the woods and he found me.
Was he an elf?
No.
That was literally the first fucking name that popped into my damn head.
What race was he?
What, was he a god? Did he work for the town?
I don't think he worked for the town, but he definitely lived here.
Did he have any symbols on him?
No.
Is it this guy over here? And he's gonna drag over the cultist.
Upon actually seeing the cultist in all of his robes still, I think the only thing he's really missing is
A leg.
the mask and the leg.
Yeah.
I forgot about the fucking leg.
Yeah.
She actually retreats back into that cell a few paces. And I've seen somebody like him once. He was.
It's okay, sweetie. He's not going to hurt you. Trust me. He doesn't have much of a leg to stand up right now.
Yeah, he looks dead as a doornail.
He's
he's
not
hanging
dead
in
yet.
People like him. I saw them around the house. And that's when Tira told me to leave and she gave me the mask.
Were they looking for the mask?
Maybe. I think so.
He's wearing, or his mask is missing now?
His mask is
No,
missing.
I have it. I'm gonna hold it
Okay.
up. Was he wearing this mask?
It's familiar, yeah.
It happened to look like this, though, yes?
Kind of.
Him and his people, what do you know about them?
They just showed up and Tira told me to leave.
And that's the last you saw of her.
Yeah,
Can you take us to this house?
I think so, yeah.
Can you take us to where the mask is?
I think so. Why? Why do you want it?
Just following every possible lead. Guys, I think it's getting to the point where we need to wake this guy up and start asking some questions.
Why don't you take him into the other room? I'll stay here with Tyranny, sweetie. You and I can talk a little bit more. Tell me more about your sister, what you can do, and things of the area, alright? Does that sound good to you?
Alright. Wayne is going to look over to Baknum and say, Baknum, what I want you to do is unshackle this man and shackle him. So there aren't any bars here? There's no, bars to shackle him to or anything to add extra support?
Not a bar.
We could
This
just
is
put
more
him to
solid.
the shackles, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
there
what about
the
back
foot
here?
Shackles at the end of the room. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Andrew dropped.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He-
Well,
did
I'm
have
going
his
I'm going to
camera
suggest that we further shackle him. Maybe use
Okay.
the shackles we have on his feet and then shackle him.
Foot.
Yeah. Right. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just going to suggest that we shackle him as much as possible.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe do something to, shove something in his mouth before, so we can wake him up while he can't speak and then work our way into letting him speak.
Okay.
Set him up there then.
Move him in
Baknum.
here.
Baknum, let's have you be bad cop, okay?
I don't know what you mean.
I'll be bad cop, you be terrifying cop.
Does that make me spectator?
Yeah, you can watch.
Wonderful.
You can take notes with some notebook that I take it you have in your backpack.
Well, some paper, pen and paper, but yeah, it's in my backpack. Want me to
I
bring
bet it is. I bet it is.
Do
Alright.
you want me to spray him down? Give him that water treatment?
No,
Huh?
not yet.
Alright.
Alright, so, assuming that we do all those things of tying him up and gagging his mouth,
Okay.
I'm going to give him some slaps on the face and try to wake him up.
Just. So, at first, he's no response, and you get a little harder. And then you're just like, let's see how hard. And one last time, just one smack. And it stings your palm.
Oh.
And his eyes just bolt open, and there's a moment of kind of dazed confusion as he just kind of surveys his surroundings, maybe not even seeing the people in the room, but just registering, I am no longer outside. And then the chains jingle, and then he just gives this muffled scream. And also, where's my leg?
Oh, I think he remembers where his leg went.
But, it's still a nice surprise.
I'm just gonna hold up a finger to his lips.
To his muffled lips.
To his muffled lips,
Just has a sock in his mouth.
If you want to survive, stop struggling. Now listen.
That sounded lewd to me.
I'm fairly weak, but my friend here, and looks up to the Goliath. He's doing just fine, and I think he's just getting started with you.
He leans.
He tries to push himself back against the wall, keeps pushing himself back.
If you want to get out of this alive, without too much pain, I suggest you answer everything truthfully.
And Bachman,
are you going to comply? Give me a nod, yes or a no.
He gives his arms a tug, like maybe he wants to give you something else.
Bachman's gonna lean down and just to get him closer. He's gonna go.
Or I can take your other leg if that's what you want.
He'll do it too, and he'll enjoy it.
I can roll an intimidation if you want.
He nods slowly. Because he knows you'll fucking do it. You already did it once.
I will remove the the thing blocking his mouth.
Okay.
And with that, I am going to cast Zone of Truth. I need I believe a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit, from everyone, huh?
Yep. Everybody that's within 30 feet of me or something. 15 feet.
Okay.
Secret. He gets to know if he fails or succeeds.
Yeah, so I know that Bachnum's not succeeding. I don't really care though. Terrence. I believe Terrence. Does a tie save?
A tie saves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, both of them are good. What about this guy?
He rolled an 18.
Well.
So he's just gonna have to deal. I mean, obviously he's kind of on spot with Bachnum, the leg taker. Kind of.
Well, I was hoping we'd have an easier go of it, but apparently not. So, guess we're just gonna have to do this the hard way. You really should have just chosen to fail this.
It's so traumatizing. Andrew was like, "I gotta go."
Wait, what?
Alrighty then. We're trying to get to the bottom of this plague. We know you're behind it. Tell us everything you know. If you're not afraid to die, we can find out what you are afraid of.
I'm here for the mask.
Why do you want the mask?
Because I was told to get the mask.
By who?
RTY, because I gotta.
There you go.
Why do you want... So wait, who told you to get the mask?
I guess there's no sense in lying, is there? And he
There really isn't.
the Goliath.
Who is now...
It would be in your best...
He's currently sharpening the greatsword, which takes a long, stroke along the blade. Because it's just so massive.
Oh, please, just... Bachnum, stop. I want the blade to be dull.
What do you mean dull? Because then it'll take a couple whacks to... Oh. jeez.
I was under orders. Not
By
by
who?
Tiamat herself, but one of her clerics.
And what connection does Tiamat have with the plague?
Fire.
So this is Tiamat's plague.
You can say that.
Is this a cleric have a name? Badge number? I don't know.
He has a name.
Please share with the class. We're not on a time crunch or nothing. You know, not coughing up smoke here. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody got a lozenge or something?
Doesn't look like you have much time left.
Bachman, why don't you give him a good punch to the face?
He's just gonna do one better, and he's gonna take out one of the bolts from his crossbow. And,
oh my god, I thought you were gonna go straight for legs, like slicing. I was
No.
like, oh my god.
He's not gonna shoot it. He's just gonna push the bolt into his shoulder.
Ah, that looks like it has. Ah,
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
you remember the question, don't you? I
Tell
think
it.
he knows. I think he knows.
His name was Thelen.
Dylan.
Thelen.
Jesus. Middle school must have been rough.
And where do we find this Thelen?
He's not the one you have to worry about.
Then who is? Tiamat?
Her, not yet. One of her children. He's waiting.
What do you know about the dragon that's in the prison?
He was... just came along.
So not
No,
one of
one of
Tiamat's
our-
children.
No. That thing. It's just a worm.
Compared to the big one.
Compared to her and her greatness.
The child of Tiamat, is this the one spreading the plague?
Plague is such a nasty word for it.
What would you call it?
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment, then. Is the child of Tiamat the one spreading this enlightenment of yours?
Yeah.
Where do we find this child of Tiamat?
He's around.
Hey,
You
big
didn't see
guy.
him in town.
Big guy, press the button that makes the answers come out.
Yeah, why don't you press another one of those buttons?
He's just gonna press on the bolt.
Oh, what does this button do?
That's the one.
Oh, Bachman, can I try?
GM, as the party tortures this guy, Celeste's gonna go ahead and close that door. She won't bar it, but she'll try and muffle that. It's like, you know what? I love singing. You know, I'm thinking about putting out some album soon. Start my bar career. You know, do you know any songs? Would like to sing with me? We should sing right now. We should sing now.
There's a loud, pained yell, like as they're hitting the button. There's a pained yell it's muffled, and she looks kind of startled, and she looks up at you like, "God, yes, thank you. Let's sing a song." I don't know any. Maybe you can teach me.
Of course. 1 second. I can sing you one of my favorites. I hear the drums echoing at night, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. With me now. She's coming in, 12:30 flight.
12:30 flight.
The moonlight wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Like the heavens, sweetie, the heavens, yes. And she's
Da,
gonna
da, 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 da.
I miss the rains down in Corin. I miss the rains down in Corin. I miss the rains. Take it away, Tierney. Take it away.
The rain down in Corvus.
Just wanted to just insert that part.
All right.
I see if you can pull the Konami code on that. Just really jam it. A-B.
Cutting back. Cutting back to the other one as Crowbar is pushing in the crossbow bolt, just to say, you know how else we can torture you? And in a perfect mimicry, he's gonna go, I can get that in me backpack. I can get that in me backpack. I can get that in me backpack.
That's not bad.
His eyes squint, and he wants to reach up and he wants to cradle his shoulder, and he can't. And how close are you to him?
Oh, I'm right up on his business, poking that crossbow bolt into his shoulder.
He's going to lunge forward and try to headbutt you, because
Okay.
dear God, he doesn't want to hear about that backpack no more.
All right. Well, if he leans in, I'm just gonna be pushing back on that bolt. It's gonna hurt him more than it hurts me.
That's fine.
Do I need to roll for something?
I think it's athletics, right? Something quick, something dodgy.
Oh, that seems like
The other one.
Seems like acrobatic.
Acrobatics. Yeah, that one. I still need to make a damn cheat sheet.
Oh, that's not good.
Sick. He hauls his head back, and just in one swift motion, his entire body rocks forward. The bolt in his shoulder just pushes all the way through. There's not even a place left to grab anymore. And his head connects probably with, like, right around the bridge of the mask.
Tiny.
And he deals a damage.
He deals 1 plus strength.
1 damage. He's a little weakling baby.
I'm gonna just start kicking the crap out of him. Just start kicking. Just throwing boots at him.
Can Bachnum break his collarbone so that he will be less likely to do that again?
Jesus.
You can certainly try.
What do you want me to do?
I don't have a blank attack.
Just give me just a general strength.
Athletics or just strength?
Whichever, it's up to you.
I don't remember what my attack bonus is, but does a 13 kick him? Can I kick him with a 13?
He's prone, he's shackled. You definitely kick him.
Yeah.
And that 26. Yes, you do. So
I like to imagine he
as
grabs his shoulder and just with his thumb he goes, and there goes the collarbone.
So Terrence, like, after, like, he lurches forward and he headbutts Wayne. Wayne, you kind of fall back onto your ass for a second, kind of surprised that he made that move. And just as Terrence kind of leaps forward and starts just wailing on him, just kicking the shit out of the guy, he starts leaning over, and Bachnum, you just you reach out and it seems to steady him for just a moment. And you flex your thumb and you just hear this crack. And the bone, like his clavicle, just kind of caves in.
Oh, wow! Oh,
And
that's
the
your clavicle there! Right
lady
there, that's your
over
clavicle!
dulcet sound of Toto and the rains in Africa, you hear more screaming.
All right, you know what, sweetie? Just hold on. All right, sweetie, 1 second. All right, I'm just gonna go check and see how they're doing in the other room. Okay, you keep humming to yourself. Remember? Just keep humming
Down
it.
in Africa.
I'm gonna open the door and poke my head.
As he's opening the door, Wayne Crowbar is getting right back into his face, and he's just gonna whisper to him, "If you don't want that to happen again, you'll tell us how to find this child of Tiamat. Describe the child of Tiamat. What form does it take?"
Hey, not murderers. How's it going in here? I think there's some people on the other side of the continent have been woken yet. How are you doing?
I turn around and I pull out another bolt from my quiver. And I say, We're doing just fine. He's gonna have that bolt, and he's just gonna hover it right near the guy's neck.
Should I go?
Right there.
Should I go? Hey,
Aren't you
Celeste. Miss Celeste, do you need me out there? Should I be in here?
I mean, I'm about to leave soon. Aren't you a doctor?
Don't worry. We're just about to leave here too. Now,
I'm
just
beginning to wonder if you're not a doctor.
Just tell me, what form does the child of Tiamat take?
What do you want me to say? He's not a human, but he's... beast? I don't...
Dragonborn?
No.
Does he change form?
I haven't seen him do it.
So
He's pretty
describe.
brazen with his appearance. Tall.
What size? Tall.
Just,
But not huge, just tall.
just...
Let me look at the stats real quick.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold on for me.
He's getting his notebook. Hold on.
He's large.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said that we can find him in town.
I haven't seen him in town in a while.
So we
He
might
said
not
he
be
was
able to
looking
find
for
him
the
in
mask.
town.
He's looking for the mask.
What does he want with the mask?
It's for Tiamat.
Does
The
he
little
fear the
bitch
mask?
witch out there hid it.
Does he fear the mask being in the wrong hands?
I think anybody with their right minds would be.
Does anybody have any further questions for this guy?
Well, he doesn't know where the mask is. That's what we're looking for. That's what he's looking for. So I suppose
looks
we
like-
don't need to be here.
Well, you do what you want with him. Mr. Hulk guy, you can smash. I'm gonna go.
What?
Uh,
Smash.
He's gonna executioner style just lop off his head.
Sweet
Wow.
Killenful, what are you doing?
Bachnum the leg taker. I love it.
Now the head taker.
You know, he's on the ground. Do it at advantage.
No.
But also, I mean, he's damaged. He's mostly dead anyway. Yeah, that does it. That definitely does it.
Ghetto crit damage, nice.
He has just one more moment of rebellion, and he kind of tilts his head back. But as he does, it kind of hurts the broken freaking clavicle. So his kind of back bows, and he meets your eyes, and its head just kind of comes off. No fire, just blood.
Sweet Killenful, what is that about?
He just
He just lopped it.
takes his
Whoops.
bolt back.
Wayne Crowbar is gonna go over to the little girl and kneel down. Listen, young girl. Take us to the mask, and we can end all of this. Your sister, if she is alive, we will make sure that she is safe.
What do you want?
We will use this mask against the Dark Ones who put you in this position. Will you help us?
Tyr said to keep it away from everybody, to keep it safe. And
We're
I
the
already
good
failed
guys.
at that.
We're the good guys here.
Didn't sound like it.
Yes, Crowbar, actually, why don't you, hey, if you want to torture people, that's your thing. That's cool. I talk to little girl. I make sure she feels safe, so she helps us. So you have your ways, I have my ways. You did your ways, I do my ways. Are we clear?
And I'm not going to torture her, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe you. So,
I would never. I can't believe you think I would torture a little innocent girl. You're
you have
sick.
sorry.
Guys, he just lopped his head off. That was nasty. That was right nasty.
I'm
This
sorry,
blood just. Oh dear, I'm sorry, hon. I am sorry.
Yep.
He
No, see, we're not doing this.
made him take a nap, and he is passed out. Everywhere, just everywhere.
Terrence?
Her eyes kind of get glassy, and she starts to kind of like hyperventilate just a little bit.
Oh, no. Oh, I shouldn't touch it. Plague, all that. Get her some water or something. Some more snacks out of the backpack.
Celeste, let me just say one more thing to her, okay? Little girl, I've seen other little girls and little boys your age die because of this sickness. There are many others like you and your sister that could die if we do not get this mask and save everyone from this terrible force. Now, I have not much else to say, and if you feel more comfortable talking with Celeste, that's fine. But know that you have the power to save many, many children, many, many lives, many, many sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, children. I hope you'll help us. That's all. And with that, he'll leave. He'll give them all some space. And he's gonna lean up against a wall.
You have some prisoner blood on your cloak, by the way. You should have looked at that.
I got bigger problems.
So, Elias closes the door on the decapitated cultist. And he even goes so far as to putting the bar back on.
Assuming Bachman is out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody cleared out. Because it's been a weird week. You know, don't want none of that happening. There should be an exit here in this room. It's a mining town. We used to use the prisoners as labor.
Go figure.
Yeah. We didn't want to parade them through town getting them to the mines. So it should just be over here in this corner.
Wow, this whole place is just full of good karma, isn't it? Can't imagine why there's a fire plague here right now.
Shouldn't have even be in this damn town.
I just do my job. I just do my job, man.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, sweetie.
He approaches the wall and he kind of like kneels down and he kind of sweeps his hand along the corners, just kind of feeling, and then he pauses. And then after a moment or two, he nods and he gets up and he pushes on the wall. There's this heavy click and it slides back, and then you see stairs leading or a stair. This is the worst. I thought I highlighted both of them. This is terrible. Anyway, you see fucking stairs. You see stairs and they go places.
Guys, I see stairs.
They go places.
Except they don't, because I didn't want to shell out like more money for a map. So, you travel down the stairs, I assume? Everybody goes?
I think Pendleton's gonna try to grab another drink first, though. Like, as this is all going on.
Okay.
Celeste is going to take Tierney by the hand and walk towards the back. Say, we're about to leave now, sweetie, alright? Assume you have your things, yes?
Okay, yeah.
Alright. Well, we're going to let the big, strong boys go ahead of us. They're going to protect us, alright?
You promise?
Oh, I'm certain. If there's anything we come across, they will want to hurt them as much. I promise you that.
Okay. So, you venture down, and I mean the stairs, it doesn't go too far. You're already downstairs, basically. So you go down like a few stairs, and the room it kind of keeps its shape. It looks like it's been made and fixed up. Walls were laid by like brick and stone, and then you come to this moment where it just stops and it becomes rough cave, like cavern, like somebody came through and they just started hammering it out. And you come to a point where it just ends. It's a wall, and along the wall there is a handle.
assuming to open the door. And then there's these barrels, look like old supplies. There's old pickaxes in here, some gloves, nothing too terribly
Fancy.
pricey. Yeah, that's nothing fancy. It was rickety old stuff that they gave to the prisoners to get the work done. And Elias kind of stops and he goes, "So we need somebody to get on the other side to pull the other handle." And he pulls one of the barrels off, like away from the wall, and there's a hole. It's sizable, but it looks like it'll be a compact fit. We had a gnome who got pretty far through here. So if we could have somebody get to the other side, I don't think I can fit in there.
Yeah, I'll crawl through. Hey, big man, got me backpack. I'm just gonna hand him the backpack. And
The backpack. The backpack. I just keep on like my way of coping now is just to repeat it.
just
Parroting it.
to say it over and over.
And I gotta say the mimicry is just so on point.
yeah, you're doing great. Wow, that sounds just like me.
It's just muffled. Just the backpack. The backpack.
Backpack. Yeah. Hey, he likes me. Parrot.
All right. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm just Peachy. Just Peachy.
Yeah, peaches would be nice right by now.
I then start to mimic. Blast the rose down and Corin.
He's just going
He sounds-
crazy.
He sounds a lot like you.
It does, doesn't he?
In a way.
Could be an
So do
acre
you wanna-
color.
Did you want to try to squeeze through there?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Before he goes in,
Yeah.
I'll say, my most trusted bodyguard, before you
Yes.
go, I will give you part of my power to take with you and guide you in your journey.
Wow, Para Celeste, that's amazing. What can
Yes.
Wow, I'm honored.
And Celeste is going to pull out a little bit of lipstick in one of her robes and just kind of sign her name on his chest armor, and she's going to cast guidance. So you get a whole D4 when you do something, presumably within the next minute.
Sweet. Wow. Oh, great. I've got something for you. He's going to, dig through his backpack. Thanks, big man. Thank you. And he's going to pull out
backpack.
and just present. There's, a little signal whistle in there.
Oh, you have a rape whistle. How nice.
What? And... But, just whistle if you need me, and I'll be around. There you go.
Great.
Thank you. Again, love the perfume. Big fan. I'll go. And I'm just gonna try and squeeze through there.
Okay.
I'll give the whistle to Tierney. Don't do it.
She puts it down. So you get down on your hands and knees, and it looks like initially whoever this gnome, it looked like initially he had a good amount of time and he made a sizable entrance. And it's as you kind of get down on your hands and knees and you start kind of crawling in, you realize he very quickly got desperate and stopped caring about just how comfortable getting through here would be. It became a matter of speed. So you start on your hands and knees and you get one step in, and then you start screeching down. And then before you know it, you're your arms are straight ahead of you and your head's down against the floor. And you just kind of start noodling through. Can you make...
That is claustrophobic.
Yes, it is, do an athletics to see if you can't use your arms to pull yourself through. So it's hard, but I mean, you're getting there. You get your shoulders past.
You
And
can
there's a
throw a
moment-
D4 on there if you want.
You can.
I would love to.
Yeah, it could make a big difference, I think. 15?
15
Yes.
total.
So at first, there's this tightness around your shoulders, and you kind of hunch them up around your ears. And getting through that, it takes a second, and then you think, "Oh my God, I can't like get any smaller than this. This is not going to be easy." And you kind of exhale in defeat, and then some of the rock and the gravel and the dirt gives a little bit, and it's a little easier to move. So you army crawl forward a little bit. It opens up here and there, and can I get one more?
Yeah.
Your hands are just on the other side of the wall.
Hey,
Cool.
even better.
So you find like a divot.
You only get one. Sorry, bud.
Okay.
Oh, is
It's
it?
just a cantrip.
There's
Oh.
some loose rock, or not even loose rock. It's a sizable rock that's in the ground, and you find it. You grab purchase, and you just haul yourself through. And there's a moment where your hips feel like they're gonna give you some trouble, and they don't. You crawl through, no problem.
I'm gonna yell back through. Guards,
And
it
it
was
is-
awful.
It is,
claustrophobic because it was bad. It was real bad.
and it is dark as fuck. One would say that it is even potentially complete darkness. So,
Would Devil's Sight work here is the real question.
yeah, it freaking would.
Oh, I've got that.
So you hear from the other side of the wall. There should be a lever on the left wall. Should be about eye level.
My level. Who's I? Big boy over there?
No, like a normal person, like a normal size eye. Normal
Well, that's a little
size.
judgmental, isn't it?
He's
What is normal?
so tall. He's
Exactly.
so tall.
Not
What is
dual.
normal? Who?
Not dual, apparently.
Just feel along the fucking wall, man.
Okay. Stop yelling at me. I'm gonna feel around for it.
Giggity.
Oh, do I have to make a roll for that?
2 second. I mean, why not? Go ahead. Perception.
Oh, perception? Sweet, I'm good at that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
This is
do it
good.
again because it's dark. No, I'm not gonna. I was just giving you shit about
Pretty
it.
good.
Anyway.
Pretty good still.
So, you know that moment where you're like, it's nighttime, you're in bed, and you're like, God, I forgot to like my charger for my phone. It fell out of the wall, and then you like know where the outlet is, and you just keep skirting around like the actual like plugs. That does not happen to you. You feel the wall, you feel the lever, you give it a pull, and then the wall slides apart, and you are basked in the brilliant green glow of Bachnum's creepy lantern thing.
I think I found it.
Traversing through the mines is not hard, and they are empty. I mean, there's a couple of things here and there, like a couple of pickaxes and axe, just things that have been left behind. You can see some sky occasionally through vent holes, although they are small. You can see moonlight. And you decide that there's only one way, so you follow it, and it's these tracks made for wagons and such. It takes some time, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. But you eventually come to the end of the road, and you can make out a sort of elevator system. It looks like it's a lift, and there's a crank on it. And it looks like there's enough room above you for it to wedge through. It looks like maybe people use this to get into the mines initially, or maybe they just used it for a supply drop. If you want to keep going and find another exit, you certainly can.
Looks like we'll have to crank this one to get out of here.
No, I think we just used the lift. If you need a moment to yourself, though, that's okay.
There is a
Joel
child
been
here.
there. Well,
What did
she
he say?
wouldn't have to be present.
Let's just get on the lift. Can we go, please?
I agree.
You get on the lift.
Yeah, where's the crank part?
I'd like to roll. Well, it's a little below the waist. I'd like to roll a perception to see, like, if does it seem safe.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It seems relatively safe. I mean, relatively, given that it's mostly in an abandoned area. It doesn't look like it's had much use recently. It doesn't look like it's been maintained recently. But everything seems decently built. They wanted people to succeed down here. They didn't want to murder them. The lift itself, there is a kind of a central structure, like a pillar that it's guided by. And on either side, there are cranks. It's going to take 2 people. Or if Bachnum just wants to like grab both and fucking crank, he can do it.
Be hilarious. Let's try it.
You'd have to do all of the strength checks, but yes.
I mean, I'll grab one if you're okay with that.
Sorry about not having a map here, guys. I didn't want to pay $5 for a map that like.
That's fine.
That's fine.
For one
The
elevator,
is fine.
for a hallway and an elevator, no, you're not paying
Yeah,
$5 for
I
that.
didn't want
Come
to
on.
go slogging through here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody loads up onto the thing. Let me get to this spot. Okay, so let's see. Yep. Go ahead and give me. Yep, athletics. So both you 15 and 12. So first crank, not so bad. It's a little heavy though. Just maybe somebody just wants to bail off to the side. But we'll see. We'll keep going. You give a couple of turns. You lift in like 3 feet off the ground. 4, 5. You start getting closer to the ceiling of the cavern, where it kind of narrows down. So it's basically just this chute in the ground. Go ahead and go another round of checks.
I'll give another guidance to my bodyguard.
Excellent.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna need that. All right, that's not bad. 12. It's solid.
Man.
Above average.
Somebody's like not pulling their own weight or something. Oh my god!
Big man, get
You
distracted. Come on, focus. Focus
you
on the
don't-
job.
Really move. Actually, you're both just kind of locked.
We just take the 10 on it if we are gonna spend the time to go up there.
Yeah, you can.
Because that'll be a 17 from Bachnum each time.
Nice. All right. If that is the case, you take your time. When you feel like you need to pause for a moment, you kind of get into a position, you kind of lock yourself, you take a breath, you figure out, like, get an eye just how far you need to go, and that kind of gives you the wherewithal to just keep pressing on, not to let go and just let y'all drop. Though you would think or hope somewhere that there might be some kind of counterweight somewhere, but it certainly doesn't frickin' feel like it. It takes you maybe the better half of like 5 minutes to make it top side. And once you do, it's got a locking mechanism that slides right into place that fits between the bars and the crank. It gives a few inches, so you have to step up onto the ground as opposed to just walking straight off. But it works out fine. Once you get topside, you see that it is dark. The moon is mostly out. It looks cloudy. You see some thunder, or hear some thunder kind of way off in the distance. But for now, it's clear. So from here, where do you want to go? Did you want to try to go to the witch's house, or did you want to find the mask?
We should
I want to find the mask.
find the mask first, yeah.
Do we know where the mask is? We know that
The girl does.
Yeah, she
buried
knows
it.
where the mask is.
But do we know where the mask is?
Not yet.
You do not. Tyranny knows the location because she's the one that buried it, so she can relay that to you.
Yeah.
But the exact location you do not know.
Well, I'm hoping she'll guide us there. I thought Celeste was on that.
Yes, I am, sweetie. Do you know why you want the mask?
What? Sorry.
Do you know why you want the mask? Do you know what you will do with the mask once you get it?
Me?
No.
Oh.
Doctor.
He's talking to
To be honest, I don't know yet what I want the mask for, but it sounds like they are afraid for it to be in the wrong hands. So it's possible we can use this to fight what might be a terribly powerful creature, being the child of Tiamat. So I say if this mask has any power, we use it against the child of Tiamat. I still don't know what this mask does, but we should investigate once we get our hands on it.
Tyranny, sweetie. Do you think you could take us to the mask, where you hid it?
Yeah.
You saw downstairs there are some very dangerous men that are looking, and where it is, while hidden, is not safe. They will eventually track it down.
I know. Tira told me to keep it safe, and I already didn't do what I was told.
If you would, could you lead us to it? We could help you keep it safe.
She kind of cants her head back and she surveys the sky, just kind of figuring out, kind of pinpointing where she is. And then she turns and she goes, "Yeah, I know where it is.
Would you lead us to it, please?
You promise that you won't do anything bad with it."
Please. When Celeste says she'll keep her word, she does so. We'll keep it safe.
She eyes your party warily. Okay. It's, if you want to follow me. And she takes lead, hesitantly at first, but kind of just keeping tabs on the stars and her location. She starts to gain more confidence as she goes.
Holy shit, does she always know her way north? This girl's a ranger.
I think
Eagle
every
Scout.
I think every 30 seconds or so, you guys hear like a ch, and like Pendleton's just kind of like using a piece of chalk to like mark trees real fast, like as breadcrumbs as we
Okay.
go.
And initially, it does start out as very dense forest. It's pretty packed in here. There's some trails, like some walking trails that people always use to get to and from this lift. And she picks one and she just walks it. And after maybe 20 minutes of walking, it does open up and it becomes more open and easier just to see the land around you.
Just before we go further, as Terrence starts to mark a tree or so, Baknam turns to him and goes,
Stop that. We do not want them following us.
What do you mean them? Who's them?
The cultists. The one that I
Cultists?
lopped his head off.
I mean, you lopped his head off. I don't think he's tracking us at this point.
He's not the only one.
What do you mean cultists? What are we talking about?
Just stop.
Alright, if we get lost, that's you, mate. That's you. Okay, whatever.
Can we see the city from where we are? Are we like deep in the woods or mountains? Where exactly are we right
So I wouldn't say that you're in mountains, but you did pass through the mines. You did kind of walk a good ways out into the forest until it opened up out of that dense foliage. When you do turn around, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, this is gonna sound super weird. Like, I don't know, like a stadium in the fog. Like, you don't necessarily know what it is, but you can just see kind of hazy light
Mm-hmm.
It's that with all the smoke in the distance, basically. You can see the light from the city. You can see fires just burning away at it. I would say that you're probably like a good couple miles out.
And so it's a distance out, a couple miles.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can definitely make it out where it is.
Yeah, and I mean, like walking, it doesn't take too long.
How long have we been traveling, would you say?
In the mines, I think I said probably about 20, 30 minutes, just navigating everything. And then once you got topside, probably an additional 15, 20, now that it's opened up and it's easier to navigate.
It hasn't been 8 hours since we began this journey, has it?
No, I would give it maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
Enough time for it to be like almost dark, and now it is mostly dark. It is dark.
I think Pendleton's going to try and quench his thirst again.
Okay.
Maybe douse it on afflicted parts of his body to see if there's any sort of like healing or.
You take your decanter, and I mean at this point, it's just getting worse with physical activity, man. You are so thirsty, and that smell of smoke that you've had since before they even showed up at the prison, it feels like it's getting worse, and your throat feels raw, and you just want any way to alleviate the pain. You take your decanter, and you kind of look at your arm, and it feels like it is on fire, like it's been burned already. It looks like it's been burned already. And you just do like a quick sweep of the water. You're not like focusing, just pouring it on. You just kind of do a quick flick just to spray some water on it. And it steams like it's been put on a hot pan that's been on the stove. It sizzles loud. It bubbles. And then you regret even trying it because you take another D4.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Have I tried holy water in my previous experiments on how to help with this?
You haven't tried holy water, but you've seen people try to treat it with just water. You've seen people try to use it with like, hey, it's a hot fever, let's put them in a cold bath. Mm-hmm. And at first it helped. It worked out okay. But the further into the sickness that they are, the quicker that water starts bubbling. And nobody wants to deal with people's soup.
Hannibal.
Well, maybe him.
I go over against my better judgment, just looking at his backpack. And I say, listen, there's one thing I haven't tried. We could try it on either of us. I'm saying this in undercommon because I think I still think that I've got some people fooled.
I don't understand how you fuckers got undercommon.
I'm a scholar. And yeah. I learned all the weird languages.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I'm not bitching about it. I thought I was throwing you guys a curveball, and it's like.
I think as a haunted one, I get
people got undercommon.
One exotic language of my choice, and I chose undercommon.
Yep.
Okay.
In any case, say he's gonna say, I see you're struggling there. I do have a flask of holy water. I could try it on you, although it's risking damaging you more, so I could try it on me, because I think I'm doing a bit better than you right now.
It's not a contest, mate.
In the name of medicine, if you are willing to try this, I will give this to you, and if it doesn't work, I will heal you right afterwards.
I'll try anything, man. I'll try anything.
I'm going to give him the holy water.
Yeah. So is this topical, or do I swallow it? What do you want?
I think I try to let him ingest it.
Let me check something real quick.
I've got my healing ointment ready in case he burns even more.
Just want to check.
Also, how's your overall health looking? Because I could give you some healing.
26 to 32.
I am going to give you, as I give you that, I'm also going to...
We'll wait to see what happens. I might need it in a minute.
I was gonna say, I was gonna already start to heal you so that way you had more strength before you did it.
Yeah, alright.
That might be a good idea.
I am going to, I'm going to give you my, one of my ointments of, what is it called exactly? It's a magical ointment, that normally will cure all disease and plague and such, but it also grants healing. So let me look up the exact words. Piogtum's ointment, however you say it. So it smells faintly of aloe. The jar and its contents weighs half pound, blah blah blah. As an action, 1 dose of this ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. So I guess I'll let you apply. I'll apply it to some of your burning flesh, basically. You regain 2d8 plus 2 hit points. You cease to be poisoned and cured of any disease. Although it seems like this ointment has not cured this particular plague or enlightenment in the past. So 2d8 plus 2.
And you chase it with holy water? Are you ingesting the holy water?
Oh, you already did it.
Oh,
okay, yeah, let's take your roll. Yeah, so you
maxed out.
Cool. And yeah, after that, we're gonna try this holy water experiment. In hopes that it quenches his thirst and maybe does some...
Oh, that
something.
aloe feels great. Oh, that aloe. Oh, boy. Skin's so dry and all that. Alright, let's throw this back.
So you drink it?
Yeah.
Richard, Wayne, pardon me. You worship Ilmater, correct?
Yep.
Included endurance, martyrdom, perseverance, and suffering. The God who suffered, the one who is oppressed, the persecuted. He who offered the relief and support and encouraged those who suffer to endure.
Yes.
So, you want this to work. You want anything to work.
I want him to endure.
You take you rub the salve on him, you take the holy water, you pass it to him, and he downs it. And Terrence Pendleton, I don't know why you keep drinking the water, but you keep going.
So thirsty.
And this time, even though it doesn't do a whole lot except for just wet down the mouth for just a moment, this time it does not hurt. You don't see a whole lot of heat, like you don't see healing, you don't see a change in his appearance otherwise, but the water does not hurt him. And Wayne, you deeply believe that it was Ilmater himself that helped with that.
I hope even just this little moment of thirst quenching gives you the strength to endure to go on until we rid this sickness once and for all.
Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Even if we have to sacrifice our lives to end it.
Do what? Wait, what now? What was that last bit?
No, never mind. Let's just go.
So tyranny takes you further in to eventually this opening. Celeste, you turn, you see the city in the distance burning. And she kind of takes a glance at the stars once again, and then she surveys the area, and you see this light in her eyes just for just a moment, and she reaches out for Bachnum's lantern. Can I? It's just over here.
He's gonna let her take the lantern, but also stay very close to her.
Okay. She, in excitement, she starts running.
Oh, he's gonna follow after, because that she's gonna run into something for sure.
Oh, no need to run. No need to run. Hold on.
Slow down, girl.
I'm okay.
Keeping up.
Yeah. She tears through these trees around this ridge over here. Through some bushes. And up over by this stump. I
don't have a map of that.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I
we're
didn't
not,
drag you guys
yeah.
over there? Oh, kids, I'm sorry. I was like, where are they following me?
Oh, crap. Where did you?
Ooh,
that
it's
way.
so pretty out.
Okay. He would have stayed on her very close.
Yeah. I was like, he's not following. That's fine. I'll just come over here.
Don't take my shit.
Right? She has your water skin? Golly.
Damn it, girl! Bring back my stuff.
Boy!
Boy!
So she gets to this stump, and I'm so sorry. I thought I had you guys on this layer this whole time we've been talking. This whole time since we left the mine.
No.
My bad. Well, I copied and pasted you guys over here successfully.
Right.
Hey.
She gets to this stump, and the roots are kind of lifted up off the ground. There's already soft earth on the inside of it. And without even second guessing what might be in there, spiders, icky bugs, whatever, she just reaches in and just starts, by the handful, just starts hauling it out. And it takes a second.
Terrence, what the fuck happened to your health?
Oh my god!
I wanted more.
No. Terrence, stop. Terrence, no.
Is that better?
No?
No.
I don't see it change yet.
What is... You're at 333. Now you're
Alright, how
at
about that?
88. You're at
How about
88
that? Is that
health.
better?
No.
Better?
What's your
Fine.
shit at, man?
But I'm not happy.
You'll be fine.
I don't think any of us are happy right now.
I'm dying.
He had me bury it really, really deep so nobody could find it. He said he didn't like the look of it. He said it made him feel weird. And she's like straight up dog style, like just shoveling this shit out.
Can Baknam just like lift up the rest of the tree trunk so that she doesn't just like uproot it the rest of the way?
You can try, yeah. Please do. Please do try.
No, I guess maybe. It's too...
You take a look at it, and like just her like hunched over, you walk over, you grab like one of the thicker roots, and you just give it a cursory tug, and you realize the roots run actually pretty deep.
Yeah.
I'll hand her a dagger to start digging in the ground with, and I'll pull out one as well and just start like.
Okay. With your help in a couple of moments, I don't know what Celeste is doing, but I'm worried.
Just looking at stuff around her.
I wanted to say, while people are digging, you, Celeste Dark Vision, are there any signs of footprints or tracks? Does the ground look recently disturbed? Could it have been possibly someone had been here recently?
Make a survival check.
You know what, my 22 perception?
Oh, I didn't see perception. Sorry, I just saw like. Honestly, I saw a persuasion charisma, and I was like,
I saw
what?
P, and I just hit P.
Yes.
He got 2 22s in a row. That's pretty
He did.
impressive.
He did. You see old deer tracks. You see old mountain cat tracks, maybe bear. Really worn, maybe like the indention of like at the heel of a boot. But nothing that you feel is out of the ordinary.
It doesn't look like anyone's been through here recently, or the ground was more disturbed than how
No.
Tyranny left it.
No. Let's see here. And it's with the help of Terrence and the dagger that he gave to the 10-year-old. You hear this loud thunk, and she goes, "Oh my god, I found it! I found it!" And she reaches out and she yanks out this mask that's been just encrusted in dirt and mud for just the short amount of time it's been there. And she starts cleaning it off, and you see that it's this deep red. It's looks like it's made of scales almost, and it has a number of horns that are curling from the back. Just the style overall, it's fairly draconic in nature.
Girl, if there are people searching for this mask, it is not safe for you to keep it on yourself.
But what do you need? Do you want it? In the back of your mind, Artem, you feel that pressure, that presence.
He's gonna kneel down in much the same way that he got lower when he gave her the water skin and look her eye to eye. And she can see under the hood. He's not really that scary. It's just the shadows that make it seem that way, but he's just a very big man, it seems like. He's gonna look her in the face and say,
If you think that I could protect it better, then give it to me.
Okay.
Persuasion check. Persuasion check. You don't get to talk with the Dark Knight voice all night and say one nice thing and be on her good side.
He helped free her. He gave her water.
I sang Africa to her. You gotta do a little more work than that.
do you want me
It
to make
is,
her roll, or-
however, no, it is as she's slowly passing this mask up to you, though. You hear a different voice inside your head. It's not the same voice that you've been hearing since that awful day up north, back home. And it's mocking. And it just says, "I don't think you can protect it at all." Can you make a perception check, everybody? Another one? A separate one?
Perception or initiative?
Perception. Okay.
Natural 20!
Dope. Tight.
Non-natural 20!
Dirty 20, sure.
I think it's a ghetto 20.
And
Unnatural!
yeah, that works. And Andrew is back, but we got enough people that saw it. You good. So, as she's been digging, everybody's just been crowding around, watching, waiting. Nobody really saw the figure just past the trees until he steps forward.
Oh, look alive, darlings, look alive!
And if I had that token on, there we go.
Guys, that's a large creature.
What is? Oh, Jesus!
That!
He's super fucking dope, and I love him to pieces. Let's just
Oh my god.
He got so big!
he looks so sick. Anyway. That same voice, and people are kind of turning to look now that he's sort of made his presence known. Maybe he wasn't sneaking, which he got a natural 20 on that walk-in.
So just
Was that telepathically, or did
That
everybody
was
hear that?
telepathically that first time.
So just can I have Bakranum respond and do something before combat, because I think that's coming very quick.
You can?
It's not going to be hostile. If more than anything, Bakranum, upon hearing the voice, and he I'm guessing his perception, he's facing the other way. He hears shuffling in the trees. He looks at the girl. He's gonna squeeze out a little bit of water from that water skin, and he's gonna touch it to her nose or something, and she's gonna get this mystical thing of ice that forms around her.
That's precious.
He's just gonna look at her and say,
Stay behind us. Before he stands, he
does not take the mask just yet.
Okay.
Wow.
You hit the tip of her nose and she blinks and kind of shakes her head for a second. And then she looks just past you, and the offering that she was holding it out, she coils it back in, and there's a moment of recognition in her eyes, and she backpedals several feet.
So if she gets hit at all by something that's bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing, she does not take any damage.
Okay.
Just in case.
That's nice.
So this creature steps out of between the trees, and the smile that he has, it's unnerving. There's just row upon row of sharp, jagged teeth, but the smile is mocking, just as the voice was in your head, Artem. And he almost looks playful in a way. And you think you can protect it, do you? Out loud he says that.
I think the only sane response is to unsheath the greatsword.
That's fair. The mask is mine. I would like it back, please. That is the one time I'll ask politely.
Can I go ahead and cast a spell?
Is it do I need to call initiative on it?
I want to cast aid on some people.
Okay.
Do we need? I thought we still had aid.
We have it all day.
Yeah, but Terrence and the girl don't have it.
Oh, good call, actually.
That's fine. I'll run distraction while that's happening.
I am going to cast it on myself. First of all, give myself 5 more HP. Actually,
I don't think you can stack it, can you?
Oh god, I rubbed my eye! I rubbed my eye!
It's not stacking. I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Why were you touching jalapenos? What's wrong?
No, my mascara just
Oh.
I'm casting
Its
it.
eyes
Second.
are turning red. Everyone, attack!
I'm not stacking it. I'm casting it at 3rd level, so that way it's 10 instead of 5. So it's kind of just getting rid of the first one.
Overriding it.
Yeah, it's overriding it. So I don't think I'm going to actually give it to myself. Baknum is the heavy hitter, so I think he's going to give it to Baknum, who at this point I think he's had no beef with at all. I think they've been fine. He's going to give it to Terrence because he hasn't had any. He's going to give it to the little girl because he wants to protect her, and he's going to give it to Baknum. So Baknum, your max HP just went up by 5.
Now, does it also heal that HP?
I believe so.
Maybe. I think it just. I think just your max HP goes up by 5 and your normal HP goes up by 5 because it was already up by 5 and now it's another 5.
Cool. The other one up by 5 is what I was asking about. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Terrence, you go up by 10. The girl goes up by 10. So yeah, while you run interference, that is what Wayne Crowbar is doing.
Oh wait, 5 more on top of what we had before?
Yeah, because the first one. Yeah, because the first one I had was just 5 HP plus. This is 10 HP plus.
Baknum is at 48 HP.
Yes. Hello, tall, terrifying tree man creature. Can you explain yourself? Maybe a hello, an introduction. Hello, my name is...
Perhaps a long monologue so we can all get placed well around you while you explain your plan in detail?
I will not give you my name. Would you like to give me yours?
Look, another 2 minutes of that would be great. What can you do for us?
I would like the mask.
I'll have you know who you're speaking to right now. I am Celeste, one of the youngest mages to join the Arcane Brotherhood. A savant, a naturally gifted divine soul sorcerer. I'm one of the greatest of my craft. And I could go on and on talking about all of my great achievements, but here I am, looking at you, a tall nothing. I assume you're naked, with your weird, knobby tree penis hanging out, holding fire.
You see that smile, it just quirks a little higher.
Are you the one, I assume, to blame for the sickness going on in there? Did you go ahead and poke your twig in someone and now suddenly it's getting all over the place? Is that what's happening? Are you to blame for this?
I'll take the blame for this, yeah.
I will have you know. I was going here. I was mistaken. I was never supposed to be here. I was supposed to be far east from here, getting mud on my face, going into a nice tub, and enjoying myself. But here I am with my torn designer skirts, wondering why am I looking at some 10-foot tall idiot who thinks he's, oh, I'm so scary. Oh, look at here. He's got a mask. He's got a hood. He's got like half his face is burned. It's so edgy around here. I'm about to cut myself on all this edge. And here you are thinking you could just say, oh, I want the mask. Yes? Is that how this goes?
Oh, jeez, I should have moved into position while you were doing that. What shouldn't I? Ah, crap. Do that again. I'll be nowhere. Stump person. Wink. Right. It was designer.
You'll be first. Roll initiative!
That's fair.
Oh, wait. Let me pull the frickin'
Jeez.
initiative thing up first.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you should get rid of everybody in there because it's gonna get real.
That's a thing.
God, Terrence, we really fucked this up.
Mhm.
Our initiatives are shit.
Yeah.
It's okay. I already
Come
kind of had a move.
on.
I'll let Wayne go first.
Oh wow, you
Go
guys
ahead
got
of
the
me.
same. Okay.
Actually, no. You should go ahead of.
Feetsies.
You should go ahead of me because mostly I just heal. So the more
Fair
people
enough.
that go after me, the better.
Okay, fair.
Or the more people that go before me, the better. I mean.
And this time we're not frickin' clicking shit. We're just adding things because
Also,
we're not
I know-
gonna mess it up.
I know Toll the Dead, so the more opportunities other people have to hurt this thing before me is good too.
Arcanum, Celeste.
Oh man.
Celeste, what did you get?
Lost.
Oh, you got 21.
21, ridiculous.
Yeah, girl. Oh wait, that's not it. Sorry. And let me roll, old boy. Also, Elias. Jesus. Elias,
Yeah, I think it
what are
makes
you-
sense that I'd go last given that I just did a move.
God, okay. Elias is not rolling great as per the usual.
Wait, is Elias going after me?
Yes.
God damn it.
You should
Get
not
in
be
the fucking
surprised.
game, Linus!
And then let me make. That's
God, I love the new ruler. It's so much better.
Yeah, I dig it.
You ready to stack them sneak attacks, Andrew?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I get sneak attacks?
You're a rogue.
Wait, what's a rogue? I thought that was that Star Wars movie a lot of people didn't like.
That was
Hold
Rouge
on.
one.
Rouge.
Oh, Rouge 1. Moulin Rouge 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of weird music in or
Or
strange
no, he
for
didn't.
Star Wars.
He got an 11.
Child of Tiamat.
That's what I got. That's what I got. And then
Man is
That's
Tiamat.
all that we know so far. We don't
that's
know of a
all
name
that
for it.
you know.
Tiamat
Okay.
is gonna be pissed when we kill her kid.
Yeah, this does not bode well for us.
No, but you know what? It's okay. I love this as a prologue for a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I wanted. This is so great. Okay. Starting it off. Magnum.
I got
No, 21.
Oh, you got a 21.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Also,
I know,
it looks
it's
like
assumed.
Tiamat got 14 that you wrote in, so I should be under Tiamat.
No, he
Oh, okay, never mind.
I
11.
added the
Okay.
thing wrong. Yep. You're good. And then Terrence and Wayne sharing 7, correct?
Correct.
And then Elias is just real sad. And we just both talked to Elias. Okay. Celeste then.
All right, so it looks like it's coming towards us menacingly then.
Yeah, you try to distract him for a minute. You're talking about edgelords and the like, and you just see him kind of raise these long clawed hands, and there's seems to be a little bit of like burning embers in them, and that crooked smile just takes up another notch to the point where it's unnerving.
Celeste.
And he steps
Celeste.
forward.
Celeste.
Based on my extensive not trained knowledge, does this thing look not human?
I would say
hope
that it's
not.
like a fiend sort of a
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so once it starts to like do its thing, it's like, okay, good. All right, well, this has been fun. And she's going to dart around over in between Bachnum and Terrence, and she is going to begin casting a spell in her hands, using a first level spell and adding 1 sorcery point on top. She is going to cast Protection of Good and Evil. And as she does, you can see the symbols of both evil and good appear. She's going to snap her hands, and a little red dot is going to go in the middle and burst like a drop of blood and water. And the 2 symbols, or the 1 symbol, will become 2. She's going to reach over and touch both Bachnum and Terrence. You are both under the effects of Protection of Evil and Good. She's like, well, boys, I think that's my job's done. Why don't you go ahead and earn your keep then? Good, right? All right, bye. And she's gonna keep moving back towards the little girl with the mask as the last line of defense. And let's see, how am I looking? Probably.
For a second, I thought you meant the child was the last line of.
Yeah, I go hide behind the child.
Need shield. She's got the dagger you gave her. She can.
Fucking celebrities.
She will go ahead and turn a spell slot as a bonus action into 2 sorcery points, giving her back to 3.
Damn.
And
Okay.
that will be it for her. That's my turn.
Bachnum.
All right. So Bachnum just nods as she gives him the protection, and he has just enough to make it right here if he can stand on this space.
Sorry, let me come back to the screen.
Can he stand on
I'd
that
say
space?
so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's like bushes.
Oh, hi, dude.
Oh, hey.
And
Oh,
then
hi.
and then he's going to with his greatsword out, he's going to slice open his hand, of course, giving him the fun added benefits of things as his HP goes down. And let's do this shit. If sheet, come on, sheet. Okay. He doesn't make that noise, but he does attack.
Okay, that's a hit.
Cool. So that's hit 1. And then attack number 2. No.
That's a miss.
That's all he's got for now. Until next turn.
Hold on. I have this scribbled down somewhere. Okay. Okay. And now it's his turn.
Uh-huh.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. Okay. So you slice across him once, and you hit, and it's a clean slice, just like across his abdomen. Second one, he just leans back, just really lazily. And then he lurches forward, and...
Just to add
Okay.
4 more damage to that previous thing.
Okay. He's gonna do... Okay.
What's he gonna do?
Gonna type the stuff in correctly first.
So, Sid,
Yeah?
since he is a fiend, if he is attacking Baknam or Terrence, he has disadvantage on his attacks while under the effects of protection.
Disadvantage? Good to know.
So
Yes, please do not hit me with the whole thing. That one. Yeah, thanks.
you guys can go ahead in there and mix it up if you want.
I think we both done right by Baknam. We've given him a fair amount of support.
Yeah. He will try to take it the rest of the way.
Here.
10 more HP, protection.
Would you rather have disadvantage on all of the attacks against you, or haste?
Haste was kind of amazing, but wouldn't help against getting hit.
Against this guy?
15,
Maybe. I don't know.
15, 22, and 10.
Only the first 2 hit.
Those were all at disadvantage?
First 2. Yep.
Damn. Alright, well. Haste wouldn't have helped you much.
Damn, and
actually,
15
haste-
hits.
Haste would have
Yeah.
haste tied. So
Yeah, those were all at disadvantage.
yeah, the 15 tied. So haste would have given me the. Oh yeah, if they were at disadvantage. Wow, his modifier might.
They would have all been
So-
way higher.
Yeah.
He lunges forward with his claws, just one swipe straight across. It hits. It catches your throat a little bit. The second one hits. You take 15 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, that hurts.
And it's that third attack that missed strangely. And you didn't see that this thing had a tail until it just whipped out of fucking nowhere. But you managed to sidestep.
But now if I cut
And
off
avoid
its
it.
tail, I get a boss weapon, right?
For the duration of this one shot, sure. Terrence.
How tall is he? Do I have like a clear line of sight
So-
on him?
That
Baknam is
Goliath
8.
bloke is like 8 feet tall. And the big tree Tiamat guy, he's like taller.
So if I were to have a line attack, Baknam would be fine.
No.
If he were to aim for the head, maybe.
Yeah, you'd have to aim up. And
Is he-
wouldn't he also get cover technically?
Yeah.
Just
That's
don't
fair.
shoot through your allies.
Okay.
Just move
Or
up.
just go up here.
Oh, okay. Why? Q or right clicking. Okay. Run 20 feet here. And I'm going to use my... Okay, no, I'm good. And I'm going to kind of whisper... Alright, kill him for... No, that's not my voice. What am I doing? Alright, kill him here. Let me find my voice. Jesus Christ. Alright. Kiwi.
I thought it was Australian.
It was.
No, it's Kiwi. He's Kiwi, isn't he? Alright, Jesus. See, stop talking for like a minute, and I don't know what I'm talking about. No, that's Irish. What am I
It is.
doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
One
So
moment,
hot.
please.
Backpack.
He's
How do
got
you
to
say
turn it
backpack?
off and on again.
Backpack.
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 Alright, backpack helps. Alright.
Backpack.
Come on. Alright,
God damn it!
Alright, kill him for. Balance those skills. Keep me balanced. Please kill him for. Just don't let me in the ground today. It's not my day. You know it's not. And he's going to take the decanter of endless water and whisper, Geyser! 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 Jesus Christ! Alright. No, alright. Backpack. Backpack.
30 gallons of
Geyser.
water. Just working
Geyser.
with Geyser.
So he needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw. And I don't know if water is going to affect him the way it affects us or something differently since he seems very fire-based.
And it's a DC 13.
Yeah, it's not much. I'm wondering if that's going to affect him at all.
Is he fiery or holding fire?
He was holding fire to be like intimidating for a split second there.
Hmm.
If I'm going by the stat sheet that I did not write. Hold on.
Well, I may have wasted a turn.
Okay.
It's alright.
That's a
That
good-
was a
That's
bonus
fine.
action.
Listen, if you get him prone, that is not a wasted turn.
Hmm.
You got that was
Where's
a bonus action. So you still got a standard action.
Oh, do I?
So it looks like you
Oh,
can
yeah, it's a
Action
bonus
to
action.
remove the stopper.
It does
Eight.
say
Oh, hell
as a
yeah.
bonus action while you hold the decanter.
You got 18.
No, it takes an action to do one of the
Yeah, it
things.
takes an action.
and
I don't
then
know where it
bonus
is.
action.
Actually, with my fast hands feature, I can use my cunning action to do that. So I can actually still take an action.
Well, there you go.
Oh, nice.
So does that affect him at all?
It missed him. He got an 18.
Oh, then I'm gonna grab my short bones. Jeez fucking Christ. And I'm losing the accent. I don't know what is going on there.
backpack. Keep on
Backpack.
backpack.
Jesus. All right.
I want to hear more about this deity you keep on mentioning.
It's not a deity. Oh, Kellenfor? Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
You try to use the geyser on him, and he just full on sidesteps. And then you try to bring up your short bow. You aim, you fire, and it just goes wide.
I should have advantage on that. I failed to click advantage because I have an ally within 5 feet.
You don't have advantage when they're next to him. You just have sneak
Okay.
attack.
You don't get advantage. You just get the sneak attack bonus.
Is that an assassin feat?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't have advantage when they're.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check sneak attack because I'm pretty sure.
You don't
oh,
get
wait.
advantage. You just get the sneak attack.
You just get the sneak attack bonus.
If you have advantage,
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another.
Yeah.
Within 5 feet of it, so I have advantage.
no,
No,
you don't.
you don't
You
have
have a
advantage.
sneak attack.
It just says that if somebody else is there, you don't need advantage to get sneak attack.
Correct.
Right.
So in the
Oh.
event that you were there like flanking him or something and you had that advantage, then you'd be able to get that sneak attack bonus.
But
Okay.
you have an ally there, so you get sneak attack.
But
you
you
missed
didn't
him.
hit with that 12.
Right.
Wait, what?
My
Well,
mistake.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Okay.
No, you're good. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Wayne!
Alright, let me just check the range. Oh, sorry, I totally forgot to check the range on the second one.
Oh shit, I got it. Elias, what are you gonna do?
His best.
Basically.
I learned better than to cast things on.
Elias can heal
Okay,
me
cool,
or-
both are 60 feet.
or flank or something.
Plenty. Alright, so bonus action healing word at second level for Baknum.
Thank you.
So that's two.
Thank you.
That's 2d4 plus my wisdom, I think.
Yeah. Whatever your
So plus 3,
spellcaster modifier.
2d4 plus 3. So I guess I'll roll that for you.
Yeah. Why don't you? You're rolling the spell, so.
Yeah. So you get. All right,
It's actually not bad for a healing word.
you get 7 extra HP, and now I'm completely out of spell slots.
Oh. Okay.
And I cast Toll the Dead as well.
Okay.
So I need I believe, a Wisdom saving throw.
Hold on, sorry. I'm actually using this roller. 13?
That does not succeed. It needed a 14.
Haha!
So, that shall be, I believe, 2d12. Yes. This will be 2d12 necrotic damage.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah!
Nice.
Damn, son!
Let me check.
I hold out my holy symbol and say, we will endure, you will not.
Hey! Okay.
That is 20 necrotic damage. Fuck yeah! That is not a bad turn.
Pretty
Healing
good.
and doing that much damage,
That
I'm
was a
happy.
good roll.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm out of spell slots now, but you know, it was good while it lasted.
Okay. Elias, you precious little baby. Let me double check what Elias is wanting to do.
Hopefully something smart.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. He runs,
Maybe.
drops his weapons, like, fuck this.
So, he's going to point at you, Baknam,
Uh-huh.
and he's going to cast Shield of Faith. You get +1 bonus to AC.
+2.
+2?
How long does that last?
Man,
It says +1.
Shield of Faith?
Yeah, first level. Duration. 1 second. Double checking. Double checking.
stand by for double checking.
So, huh. Those are two very separate things. See, the other one says it's also at 50 feet, and then it says +1, but this says +2, and you're right. I'm gonna roll with that, I think.
The only one I know of is +2.
And he's going to. He's gonna start flanking.
Hell yeah, he is.
Celeste?
Oh, my turn already.
Mm-hmm.
How's this guy looking over there?
Fine.
He's gotten one
Indifferent.
cut in its hole.
Do we have any idea what his AC is like right now?
A 12 missed.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all we know. I did a save thing on him.
We'll know more next turn as I keep trying to hit him.
A 22 hit.
It's somewhere between a 12 and a 22.
Yeah, I hope so.
Alright. Well, let's get...
His wisdom saves aren't that great, hopefully, unless he just rolled super piss poor.
Even if
You know what,
get
I'm-
a 13, I imagine it's pretty low.
Or it's
Well-
Sydney rolling.
Yeah, which is a very high possibility.
Like last week.
Yep.
He actually just got a 3. That's a
What
plus 10.
does he look like right now? Kind of a tree demon thing on fire?
So he's tall and he's kind of gaunt, like you can see his ribs. The coloring like on his torso is a kind of a pale milky white, and then it turns into scales on the shoulders, on the arms, up along the face, and it's kind of a mix of like a black and maybe a kind of a blackish red. Maybe that's dried blood though, you don't know. And he's got these very many horns that are just like a crown around his cranium.
Oh, he thinks he can wear a crown. Is that what he thinks he...
Baby, he's the queen.
Really?
I know what you're about to do.
Because I eat
Oh, okay.
queens for breakfast, bitch.
I didn't know what you were about to do. But
My favorite thing is the fucking stiletto, and you had that ready.
I cast
Okay.
Spiritual Shoe in his general vicinity.
Okay.
And I make sure the point is extra sharp, and I'm going to attack him with it.
Like, this is some serious stiletto shit.
This is for my skirt, you bitch!
It's funny because he did nothing to your skirt.
He
That's
knows what he
somebody
did.
else.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hey, we know a 22 hits.
mm-hmm.
Good.
Great. Okay, that's my bonus action. I am also running low on spell slots. I've got 2. I am going to go ahead and, as a standard action, cast some good old Sacred Flame. And make him dance. Give me a dex save.
Feeling hot.
What's your dex? What's your dex?
Show me your dex.
Giggity. That would be an 8.
Alright, that's a fail, so it takes 11 radiant damage and 8 force damage, for a total of 19 damage.
Okay.
And the spiritual stilettos floats around in his general vicinity.
In his general vicinity.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn. I just say, stay behind me, dear. And I'm going to kind of keep blocking Tyranny behind me.
Okay. Make sure I'm telling this right. Okay. Baknum.
So,
Who is so buffed out right now.
Right, he's super buffed out. And guess what? We're gonna do another buff as he points at the enemy and curses it. Which he doesn't have to roll anything, it just happens. So that's nice. And now that he is both cursed and he has the right, he is going to attack with both of those. Here's number 1. Oh, that was
That's a miss.
shitty damage.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That's a
So
miss.
15's a miss. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Shitty damage. Shitty
All right. Well,
damage. We hate you.
that's that. Well, at
Well,
those
at
are
least
set
you're
up,
really buffed defensively.
right? And offensively,
Hey.
too.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good right now. A haste would be great.
That was your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, one last thing. Baknum will probably move over here so that Elias does not have to move that far to get into flanking range.
That's a fair move.
And he still has disadvantage. Heck.
Heck yeah, he does. He's still gonna hit me, but you know, I can hope.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of course, now you're much further away from me to come and heal you, but that's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were out of spell slots, but okay.
I have magical ointment.
Oh, well.
It's a natural 1, a 23, and a 16.
The 16 will not hit.
Okay.
Yay,
Thanks
shield
to
of
the
faith.
shield of faith.
How long does that last?
A minute.
Concentration.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, you take 10 slashing damage.
Ow.
And then
except I'm
Really
gonna take
think
less.
about this. Okay.
see,
I don't take any.
you don't? Oh, that's right. He distinctly recalls, though, telling somebody that they would be first.
No, it's really quite fine. You seem to have your hands full.
And he's not in the game of telling lies.
Why are you standing near us?
Let me check something real quick. Well, he can reach Wayne, I think.
He can move on his action. He can move on his turn.
Move. Give me that attack of opportunity. I swear to fucking God.
He doesn't have to move much to get it.
Oh. I got so
Yeah, that works. Oh,
Take it.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay. 26 does hit.
Alright, 18 damage, not bad.
But now he is.
I'm pretty sure that Wayne just shat a brick.
Yeah.
Why do you have sneak attack?
Oh, I guess it wasn't hidden, was I?
Mm-mm.
No.
No advantage either.
He knows where you
so
are.
That's...
Still got the 20 to hit. 4 extra damage.
Okay. Terrence.
Wait, that was it? You just moved there?
He made the attack, yeah.
Okay.
He's menacing though. That girl better run.
Oh, okay. I will go ahead and flank. And take another swing.
Now you have advantage.
I have advantage. I'll roll again just to see if I crit. No, I don't. So the 8 plus sneak attack damage. 8, so 16 damage.
Okay.
And technically, with my fast hands, I can use my cunning act to use an item. No, that didn't do shit. Never mind. Ooh. I am going to use an item. I'm going to take a flask of oil and chuck it at him and try to douse him in oil.
Okay.
I think I need to make a ranged attack.
Yeah, and it's at disadvantage because you're up close. I believe.
That's correct.
Okay, so it'll be d20. Okay, 2d20 plus 3. So 5.
You fumble it. You go and you're like, yes! And maybe like the seal wasn't quite there, you know, like it was, the bottle itself was a little oily already, and it just bloop, and you lose it in the brush.
That sucks. Okay.
Wayne.
Alright, Wayne is going to duck around and get in between him and the girl, and hopefully also give Celeste a chance to be flanking with Terrence. He's gonna look straight up and hold his holy symbol and try to cast Toll the Dead again. So I need another wisdom save.
Kill me with these wisdom saves.
Killing me, just kill him.
You're just killing me with them.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
That's the idea.
Uh, 20.
Alright, well, that did nothing.
Dirty 20, but it was a 20.
Yeah, he's gonna, I guess he's just gonna, like, bring his cloaks up and try to shield the girl from this thing.
Okay. Elias is going to cast a thing.
Wait, Richard, did you move out of flanking so I could go in flanking?
That and to protect the girl, yeah, both of those things at once.
Alright. If I move, then I'm not protecting the girl.
But I'm protecting the girl.
No, I'm good. I'm good doing not...
Y'all, I mean, she's gonna run away.
I'm really happy to not be fighting this thing.
Let me make a check. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I don't know, you seem pretty buffed. I think you're good.
I'm concentrating on everyone else.
Okay, that hits.
Well, you're not the one that Wayne Crowbar is trying to protect.
So,
Terrence.
Elias, he, like, does this huge grand gesture of, like, pointing to this heavens and then straight at this fiend. And sacred light, sacred fire, sacred flame. It just drops from the fucking sky. And it does some damage to him.
Crispy damage.
It just did damage to him. Celeste. Oh, and he'll move.
Celeste will call her trusty shoe.
I like how it's changing color. There we go.
Oh, little baby.
It only has a rate of 20 move speed, so it's a little slow. That's her bonus action. She will also cast Sacred Flame. I need another dex save, please.
Mm-hmm. 15?
Oh, that ties. Alright. So he is able to resist. Celeste will raise her staff. Say, alright, you devil. Have it your way. Come at me. And she'll end her turn.
Bachnum.
So Bachnum, seeing the guy run away from him, he's just like, "Excuse me?" He turns, looks at him, and
You just did
Might be
attack
ignored.
that
it
chick?
just yells at him.
Am I being ignored?
You do not get to run, you're my prey!
And so
That's fucking dope.
he's going to cast the Blood Curse of the Marked
Okay.
and run up right behind him. He now has advantage and will do a whole fuck ton of damage.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Just hit him.
You can roll good.
There's the first hit. There's the second hit. How's that?
Wow.
They both hit.
So the cold damage, if I'm reading this correctly, is doubled.
Yep. That's what
Let me
the
double
Blood
check
Curse
a
of the Marked does.
thing.
Holy shit, so that's 68 damage?
No. It's already doubled with, like, that's
okay,
what it's.
so-
how
Oh,
much-
okay, cool.
That's the total amount of damage what it's
Okay.
supposed to do. So
Got it,
it's 24 the first. Actually, it's 24 both hits.
Hold up, that's not right.
Yes, it is. It does 1d6 for regular right damage, and with the Blood Curse of the Marked added on, it becomes 2d6.
It doubles the damage. It doesn't have you roll the damage twice, and you don't add your strength onto the cold damage.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize it was adding strength. All right, so it's -4 from both, so 20.
So it'll be 6 and 8. But still,
No, it's just 20 damage on each, right? Because it's -4 for the strength. I assume when you double, like all of the things that double damage in the game, you're doubling the damage dice.
no, it just says doubled.
See,
So in that case, it would be 2 more. So it'd be minus the. It's only -6 then, because that 4 and 2 should be 4 and 4.
If it says
So
it's
that
crit, you roll
48 is only 42. But still, 42 is a heck of a lot of damage.
The 10 instead, the first 10 is a 6, and the second 10
Okay.
is a 8. So it's only losing a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't add the strength and modifiers and stuff onto it.
Yeah, I don't know why it is doing that because I.
Well,
didn't
40,
tell
42 is the number by my calculation.
I gotta change that in my macro.
see,
How hurt does the child of Tiamat look after that series of blows?
it's funny because up close once again, some of this is not hurting him the way it should be.
Motherfucker!
Probably the cold.
Really?
It never bothered him anyway!
Oh, is the cold
In the end,
damage
it didn't
not-
even matter.
Son of a bitch!
Okay.
Bachnum, was that your turn?
Yeah. That's bonus
Okay.
action move. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then which one of you kids has protection from good and evil on?
Bachnum.
That's
I
Bachman.
know Bachnum does.
And
Terrence.
I think Terrence.
CP.
Terrence does? Okay.
Yeah, TP. Of course.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Because he made that comment to Celeste about being not being a rule breaker or truth breaker, deal breaker. Anyway, first attack goes to her for a 20, which he's not there. Second attack.
Wait, hold on. Who's getting hurt?
Wait, hold
You
on.
did?
Did you say it wasn't? Never mind. I can't do it after the fact.
Sorry, what were the attacks?
So he turned and he swiped at you with his claws. He attacked for 20.
Okay, so with her Staff of Defense raised, she will spend 2 charges, and hitting the ground twice, a massive celestial shield will appear. She'll cast Shield to bring her AC total to 21
How long does that last?
for the rest of the round.
Okay. To Terrence.
Yeah.
A 19?
No, don't worry about it. You don't need to do that. It's a lot of trouble to go through, you know? All the number crunching and all that. So just be on your way, then.
Let's just call it a miss.
Yeah, is
Call it a miss.
that a miss? And then Artem, 19?
No, but I mean seriously,
Bachman,
what
19.
damage
Yes, a
did I
19
take?
will hit.
Oh, I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Celeste seems elusive, which is damn girl.
It barely just blocked it, so the claws are carving right across it.
Let me double check something really fast regarding his attacking. Oh, hold on.
So Wayne Crowbar was not attacked.
Okay. Not yet. Well, not this round yet. So, Terrence, you take a measly 8 damage.
I will use my uncanny dodge to have that. You said 8, 4?
Yep.
Okay.
And Bachnam, suddenly that tail that missed you that first time, it cuts around and... Oh, wait. Yes. So... Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm not... Nope. Okay. That tail, it just stabs into you, just like right into the chest. You take 17 piercing damage and an additional 15 poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Well, Bachnam's just down. He's at 0.
What?
You did 22 damage to a level 5 character, or no, more than 32 damage.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh my god.
Were you...
It.
Sid, did you roll that attack at disadvantage?
I did.
Okay.
Oh no! I didn't okay.
It's okay,
My
we
bad.
have healers.
You had all of the buffs. I'm so sorry.
We
This
have
is why I
multiple
can't-
You had a
healers.
lot of buffs.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well, you don't have to make that DC 14 con saving throw then.
I think I still do, don't I?
Do
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
technically it does.
you? Please make that.
It can make you take away a death save.
Yeah. Well,
Please-
What were our additional rolls for death saves? You just don't get them back at the end of the day?
Yeah. And you
No.
get a point of exhaustion.
all right.
I immediately feel awful. Oh my god.
No, it's alright. This is what Wayne is meant for.
No. Okay. And with that stinger attack, he then he whirls back around, and his eyes land on Celeste. You're next.
You said I would be first. Joke's on you.
And then because she's not in the turn order, oh my god,
I was gonna say, what is she doing?
fuck this. 5, 10, 15. She's gonna bound into the shrubbery over here and try to hide. All right, Terrence.
So wait, what did the poison do? Just so I have it marked. Or do I just get the poison condition?
You just get the poison condition.
Oh, cool. That's a good one, guys.
I'm so sorry.
Would this bush here be partial cover at all, or light obscured?
What's that percentage that they say that trees are made up of air? Because I don't think it would give you coverage, man.
Obscured, not
obscured?
physical cover, but hidden cover.
I mean, well enough if he didn't see you go there.
Well, the thing is, with my skulker feet, I can try to hide when I'm lightly.
I would stay with that, yeah. If he's got a bush or something.
I think while he's distracted with combat, I'm going to pop back here.
Oh, okay,
And,
back further. I thought you were this bush right next to him, and I was like,
No.
Are you sure?
Do you have your bonus action disengage yet?
Yeah, I guess I'll use disengage and shoot my short bow this round.
If you disengage,
8?
it's a.
Seriously?
It's a miss.
Yep. So I guess that's great, and that's my turn.
Okay. Wayne, please make me feel less guilty, Wayne. Please.
Yes, seeing a tail go straight into this dude, and it being from some kind of fiend, Wayne's instincts kick in, and he is going to scooch over and just kind of dive over and get this guy some ointment, and that ointment will cure his poison and heal him 2d8 plus 2. So
That's a pretty good time to have that thing.
Yeah, holy shit.
all right, you're healed 10, and you are no longer poisoned.
Woo!
That is my magical item. Is a bunch of those potions. So.
Huh. Interesting.
I wouldn't say a bunch, but enough.
Dang.
Enough to count.
Okay.
However, since we have that rule now that death saves don't just immediately start back, we can only do this a couple more times.
Well, the poison doesn't give me a death save. It just gives me the poison condition.
But yeah, I guess if you hadn't taken the damage from the poison yet, then yeah, you're right.
The poison condition doesn't actually damage you either. It gives you disadvantage on attack and ability checks.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
I mean, it's nothing awful, but it definitely can add up.
It depends on the kind of poison.
It's true. Yeah. No, that's just the poison condition, which is its own thing for some reason.
But we are saying the exhaustion point happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Hold on. Where do I put that in?
So Wayne is just going over and quickly putting ointment over that, and he's just looking up like, ah! So he's going to do that. Yep, and he's like, I'm probably going down, but God damn it, I'm gonna do what I can to heal him before I die.
Okay.
He doesn't see a good way out of this.
Elias is going to cast a spell, which I believe was Healing Word. It is Healing Word.
She goes right over here, he can flank again.
Well, he still has movement. Bachnum, you get an additional 11 points of
help.
He doesn't actually make that noise, but you know.
And Elias does come over. And he's gonna try. He's gonna try his darndest. What's your attacking with, you sweet boy? Okay. $21 hits.
See, Sydney, we're okay. You don't need to feel bad.
It's part of the game.
He was like, I was like, also, and you're like, there's no also. I'm down. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
You have the opposite reaction of most DMs.
I know.
Which is, yes!
Mission accomplished.
I have a strong feeling of both when it happens. I feel both guilty and happy.
So Elias, he heals Bachnum and he comes up and he wails on him with his mace. He deals a little bit more damage. Celeste.
Alright, Sid. So this guy's pretty tall, right?
He's pretty tall, yeah.
So is it reasonable to assume that he has a wide reach?
Yes.
So he has a wide range of...
One would say like a 10 feet span.
Good to know. So Celeste seeing Bachnum on his... slightly back on his feet again, and things looking a little dire, and thankfully the little girl is out of the way. She kind of cricks her neck to one side. It's like, all right, all right. This is how we're doing this then. Fair enough. She's going to drop the protection of good and evil on everyone affected by it. She is going to spend 3 sorcery points to twin a spell on herself and on Bachnum. She's going to twin haste. And casting haste on herself and on Bachnum, as the green lightning energy kind of surrounds her, it kind of gives her an aura of almost like the Flash's Speed Force a little bit, kind of shaking back and forth as she can see a little bit, just a tiniest fraction of a second into the future. And as that light begins to surround around her, she is going to use her extra action to explode with celestial might. Actually, right, I wanted to do one thing, take one step back. So no one else is affected by this. All right, monster. You really want me? You want me? Well, good for you. Because when you want the best, you get Celeste.
Is she like Captain Gideon or something?
And she's going to cast, as a racial feat, Radiant Consumption.
Oh, this is a racial thing now.
Yes,
As the
girl.
radiant energy circling around with the green haste comes exploding outside of her body. Through her eyes, it looks like it's starting to tear across. Remember the part when Neo went into Smith at the end of the first Matrix, and he started to kind of crack with radiant light? That's kind of what's happening to her body as it's starting to sear. A little bit of her own radiant energy being used against her.
See, I was thinking more Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when he finally gets his superpower.
Yes. Yeah, that too. So
Oh, this is the thing Melody had, wasn't it?
Yes.
Ah.
She is a Scourge ASMR, I believe. Immediately, since he is within 10 feet of her, he takes 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, sorry, I'm going to make this quick, I'll move the spiritual weapon within range and is going to make a shot. And since she is using the spiritual shoe while in her radiant consumption form, there's an extra 5 damage of radiant damage that goes on top of it. But natural 1 ain't gonna hit shit, so it goes wide and slams into the ground.
Yes, it does.
Damn.
But, so haste to Bachnum and haste to Celeste, and that is, let's see, my last 3rd level slot. My last 2nd level slot, and I have one 1st level slot left. I have one left. No sorcery
Plus,
points.
I don't know why you have an 84 turn order, but damn, girl. Damn.
And that is I've got everything thrown into. You wanted the best. Come and get it, sweetheart.
Barking him.
Okay. The first things first, he's gonna stand up. There's nowhere he can move to flank. That's okay. Because he's just angry that he would knock him down. How dare you? So let's go ahead and
You came at me.
let's go ahead
Right?
and hex him again.
Okay.
And let's take 3 attacks with that greatsword.
First one misses. Second one hits. Third one hits.
The third one hits pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me double check a thing.
Just as a FYI, Richard, you
Mhm.
are just on the outside of the radiant consumption range.
Do you want to make an
If
aura?
you- I
He did.
I don't-
Let me hold on. Let me do that thing that I can totally do.
I think it needs to be made visible to everyone else.
How about meow?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So that's the hot zone.
We do not go into the hot zone. And Bachman, that was your turn?
Yes.
Hello, Tiamat child. You are at within 10 feet, Celeste. Yep. 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 Okay. So first attack, he's just gonna sidearm the shit out of Wayne. And as he's turning, he's going to do another slice at Bachnum, and then that tail's gonna whip out on Celeste. And none of them hit. Hold on. Wait. For sure that fucking tail doesn't hit you because it's only a 10. So it's a 14, a 14, and a 10 is what he did. You're letting me down, you piece of shit.
It's alright. He's afraid, clearly. He should run now. Right? Like now. That would be a good time.
Do you say that out loud, that he should run?
Yeah, I'll say that. The other direction. Just bye, goodbye, leave now.
Hold on. He can fly.
No, that's fine. You don't need to do that.
I love seeing it fall
This
from
is
your
already kind of late. I'm not gonna make him fly. But you hear him chuckle. And he's he is actually, though, starting to get a little haggard. Terrence.
Would I get flanking bonus for range, or do I need to be melee for that?
Melee
Pretty sure you need to
only.
be melee.
Balls. Alright, I'll run on up.
You are going to get
and-
sneak attack because there's people.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was just hoping to stay out of his threat range.
One down. Down.
Okay, advantage. Boom.
Wait, what are you advantaging?
Because flanking.
You're not.
Who are you
flanking.
flanking with?
I mean, he's surrounded, and I have people on either side, there and there.
Doesn't flanking have to be directly across?
It's gotta be direct across.
Which is why I'm saying if you do that, we'll have a next turn for both of us.
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, of course I'll move there then.
Or
You don't wanna be there.
step
You don't wanna
into
be
the
there.
Fire.
I mean, you do you,
Up to
but
you.
she's radiating some holy angry light right now.
Does this count as a cross? Because it's
Some-
directly across.
No, that's the
No.
same thing.
Radiant bitch
What?
energy is going on.
That is
How
the
does
same
that-
thing as that.
It just blows my mind because Dude Man's surrounded. How could I not have
I mean,
flanking?
it's a variant rule that doesn't have much listed about it anyway, so
Yeah, just be directly across.
yeah.
So go ahead.
What?
I mean, you can flank with the shoe if you want to flank with shoe.
I will
shoe
flank
doesn't-
with the shoe.
The shoe doesn't really count as it's a floating shoe.
DM call.
Wait, so I either need to be in Elias's space or be in the fire. Is that what I'm hearing?
Or just attack him.
You can attack
thought I
normally.
did attack him. Ah, jeez. Okay.
You can move to the place, hold your action until Bachnum's turn, and get advantage.
That's also a thing.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
That's like the full round.
I mean, it's before him, though.
Yeah, okay, I'll wait.
So you staying there? Okay.
Yeah,
And holding your action.
yes.
Okay. Wayne.
Seeing this guy's potential reach, he's gonna go behind Bachnum there, and he's just gonna keep on applying more oil. More oil.
That's so
That's
creepy.
another-
The mental image is kind of creepy.
God damn. That is a really low roll. Alright, it's only another 5.
Okay, I'll take
Oh.
it.
I'm sorry I can't do more for you. It was either that or Toll the Dead, and I wasn't sure if Toll the Dead would work, so... I think right now I'm just trying to heal.
Hold on, what just dropped? Oh,
Constitution saving throw.
Christ.
Wayne, is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Elias!
Oh yeah, so Elias isn't flank anymore, Muppy.
I was wondering about that.
He hits, though! That's exciting.
Honestly, I was thinking more about him just being fearful and not about the metagaming of the flanking.
That's fair. That's
He's trying to be a healer, and healers stick to the back and don't get hit. Otherwise,
Broken anymore. Sorry, viewers.
yay!
So what happened in the in between as I pull up my sheet?
We moved Bachnum over one square so that way Terrence could get his advantage, because we assumed you were going to do that.
And then Celeste also
That's
tried a
about
guiding
it.
bolt. No. I stopped. Like I don't know what you guys were getting, but like everything froze on my end right as Terrence was ending his turn.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Celeste did a guiding bolt, it missed, she used her shoe, and it hit.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool.
That's about it.
So what you're saying is right now I've got advantage and I am hasted, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. And I have the hex on him currently. Do I risk the right? It's gonna do half damage anyway, isn't it?
Well, I think you lost the hex when you went down.
No, I re-hexed
You
when I
redid
got
it.
back up.
Oh, you did. Okay.
He's
Those are my 2
He's-
spell slots.
Gotcha.
looking pretty haggard. I'm not saying that he's about to drop, but he's not looking great.
I mean, I wouldn't be a blood hunter if I didn't,
He didn't
do the right. So
Look great to begin with, honestly. But
that health you just gave him back, Wayne, it goes away as he recovers his sword of blood. And let's just do 3 of these at advantage.
hit. Hit.
Fuck you, game. But does everybody else see the 3D dice on 20?
No.
No,
I see it on 19 and 12.
I see it on my screen. It's on a 20 and I hate it. And then one last one.
Still some great hits.
There we go.
That hit too.
Cool.
like
I'm
3
gonna
hits.
I'm gonna change the I'm gonna re-roll that last one. Well, it was a 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So 8, 24, 39, 42, 46.
It might be more complicated than that because we don't know what it's resistant to and what it's
I
not.
think it's resistant to cold.
55,
Which
61.
I'm
64.
hating myself because the first time I hit it with like that huge thing, if I amplified it, I could have removed its resistance to cold.
Oh.
But I didn't realize it was resistant, and I was just like, no.
So 64 magic slashing, cold, and necrotic damage.
You see him look panicked. Like, he came in smug as fuck. And suddenly, the fucking cushion that he had is gone. The cushion of health that I was like, he's totally fine. Oh my god. It's gone. So in a fit of desperation, he's going to make all 3 attacks again. Stinger at Celeste because he's not a liar. And then Terrence and Bachman once again.
Come at me, bruh. I just realized how much AC Bachman actually has right now.
So
And we still have disadvantage, right? Or he has disadvantage on us?
No, unfortunately,
No.
no. So let's drop
Oh,
it for
drop that?
haste.
Oh.
How are you
that
getting?
is- Claude to Terrence is 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Bachman, Claude to you is a 12.
Nope.
And then the Stinger is a 19.
She is currently at 18. She'll use another 2 charges to shield it.
That's good.
Bringing her up to 23 AC.
Jesus.
So he gets. And only Terrence hit, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got me.
Terrence, that is 12 hit points that he takes from you.
I will have it to 6.
And he's
And I'm at
gonna.
full hit points.
He can't move through you guys, can he?
No.
You can go up.
He can go up, but I don't want to be a dick at freaking 11 o'clock at night for y'all.
Doesn't that
We
still
do get
grant
attack ops.
opportunity attacks?
Yeah, we
it
still
really
get
does.
attack ups.
It really does, and that does not behoove him right now. He'll stay where he is. Terrence.
Oh, I thought I already. From
You
the
held
held
your action from
Oh,
last
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
No, you're good,
No,
Terrence.
it's your turn. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
New round.
Go ahead and 8 damage, and then sneak attack for 5 more, so 13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
What?
Oh.
You, the sick one, the plagued one, the one that has been burning away from the inside. That thing hauls his claws at you and they strike, and you just have this moment of I'm gonna kill this fucker with my backpack. And
For the big pig!
I think it kind of like clips me in the shoulder and throws me back, and I just reel right back with the sword and just start hacking and hacking. And
Okay.
like, I guess I clip it somewhere lucky, like it's still forward from the lunge, and I manage to like clip its neck or something. And it like reels back and just like tumbles and kind of like dies. I guess.
yeah,
Kind of like starts.
you
Whatever.
slice across its jugular, and blood comes out, and little dredges of flame look out across its skin as it just slowly starts to slump to the ground.
And I'll just keep hacking at it and hacking at it, like as it drops.
Make a
Just keep going.
perception check.
Everyone or
I'm
just
pretty
you?
decent at those.
Everybody.
Is the little girl
That's at
gone?
21.
Oops,
Okay.
I did not mean to do that at advantage. The first one
Oops, me neither.
was 18 though, so 20.
Oh,
Okay.
I got 13 twice.
Ooh, 22, nice.
All right. Sick.
Pretty good roll, guys.
Yeah, damn, we did
Yeah,
really well on
y'all.
perception.
Y'all be seeing shit. Which I should have had you guys do before I had him sneak in, but he did roll a natural 20 on his sneaky sneaks. But anyway, as you're stabbing into him, the charred skin, like flesh on your hand, it seems to be chipping away. At first it's, oh fuck, I'm dying, like this is some shit, I'm turning into ash. But underneath it, it's fresh skin.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I was gonna say
Dang, that was gonna be my joke.
a spoiler.
I just watched that.
And
That was
even
so
though
rough.
like everything doesn't feel quite normal just yet, you got a good feeling that it's gonna be, because happy endings, y'all.
I'm gonna keep hacking and just. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And then kind of cool off. All right. I'm gonna grab the decanter of endless water and just start like spraying off all of the charred stuff and just like scrubbing away and doing everything I can.
Yeah, and it comes off. It doesn't just all chip away as you add the water. It kind of it gets a little mucky, like soot does when you add water to it. But I mean, it's all clear.
Sweet.
Fresh skin like a baby. At this point, Tyranny kind of creeps out of the bush, holding the mask. And she looks a little teary-eyed, like maybe she was starting to have a panic attack when she saw Bachnum, the hulking Goliath, who has been so intimidating as he fell. Is it over?
Celeste is going to, once the creature falls, she's going to kind of cover her eyes.
Oh, that's right.
Slowly, the radiant energy is going to seep back and kind of return into there.
Roll that d20, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
You're good. You're good.
How's my face? Is my face all right? Is it burned? Is it good? Does anyone have a mirror? Terrence, you have a
Actually-
mirror in your backpack.
Actually, Bachnum throws you a steel mirror.
Yeah,
Why do you have
alright.
that? Why do you have that?
I mean, you're not Terrence, but that's fine. You're not a bodyguard, but that's okay.
It's more to distract her as he throws her the steel mirror and then makes his way to the child.
All right.
Are you
Could you
okay?
phrase that less creepy, please?
Well, he kneels down to the kid and he's like,
You were not hurt, correct?
I'm fine. Are you okay? You fell.
I am fine.
Good.
Goliaths do not fall easily. But child, you know that creatures such as this may still come after you, the town, and your sister if you are in possession of that mask.
She holds it out to you.
and he's just gonna take it.
Just this quiet little hiss of acceptance in the back of your head.
And
Wayne
he's just
Crowbar
gonna-
is going to take off his hat and his mask and just kind of shake off some feathers. And you see that under his beak mask is just a beak. It's just a freaking kangaroo.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
I thought it was Akrakoa. Which
There's
one's
two
Akrakoa?
bird ones. There's two bird ones.
Oh.
Akrakoa is a hawk. Kenku
He was
is
a
kind of like
the
a crow.
entire time.
Wow,
right?
I had no
Yeah, I
idea.
thought it was the wrong
I
one.
was so... I can't believe it. When you started
Yeah.
repeating things, I had no idea.
You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was an Akrakoa, but I was wrong. Well, I'm not exactly an animal expert, not like a hunter or anything of any sort of like crocodiles. But that's right. Wow, bird. It was a bird whole time.
So from here, you all either go back to town, make sure that everything is in one piece. Some of you may split off now that your business in this godforsaken town is over. But everything is back to the way it should be in Stormire. The fires are gone, the sick are gone, but the ones that were lost did not come back.
There's still one thing we need to do, though.
What is that?
Tyranny,
Yeah?
would you like to go back and find your sister? Is she back home? Do you know?
She might be.
She also might be dead.
She also might be.
Would you like to see if she's still there?
I'm not sticking around for this when Crowbar's going.
Like,
Wow.
Crowbar, wait. Crowbar.
Celeste, if you are willing to take her back to her home, she will happily lead the way.
Well, I'm not gonna ditch a child in the middle of... I'm neutral, but I'm not heartless. God.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't abandon her either, but it seems like she's in good hands, so I'm leaving. I don't need to see her find out that her sister's dead. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Aren't you a doctor?
Hmm?
Worst doctor ever.
Bedside man is shite.
I mean, he figures she's either dead or she's not dead. So
All right. Wow, kind of a 50-50 chance there.
he's gonna go back to the city to see if there's anybody who needs help.
Wait, hold it. But okay.
So you can murder them?
No.
No, I
Maybe
believe
there's-
that's called
maybe
negligence.
suddenly like a cholera outbreak or something.
I know you boys don't need to, but would you mind accompanying us? Try and find Tierney's sister. If nothing else, we need to bring her to her home.
Elias will go, because he's just following people at this point.
Alright.
Crowbar, I've got some bread here in my backpack. If you like.
Yep, no, Wayne's definitely going.
Maybe some seeds. Wait, no, but seriously.
No,
seriously.
Crowbar, please come back.
I've got a job.
No, he's gone.
Okay, well, bye-bye, birdie.
Bachnum too will look at the group of you and say,
I need to take this far away from here. See to it that she is safe.
What are you planning on doing with that mask?
I don't know yet.
They will follow you. Whoever wants it.
Let them try. As he just slings the big sword onto his back.
All right, well.
How about you?
So-
Well, I suppose I'm your bearded guy. So, there's that for
If
now.
I ever do a long form campaign and you guys do cameos, I'm gonna have to try that accent, and it's killing me.
Man, it's easy.
So, Celeste, Terrence, as the others part ways, as Wayne returns to Stormire to make sure that the issue has been resolved, as Bachnum takes to the night, you allow Tyranny to lead you further into the woods. And it's a ways. You're walking for what seems like an awful long time. And eventually you get to this great tree. And it's massive in scale. Strangely so, given the rest of the foliage in the area is not big. But it's wide enough that there's a door in the center of it. And Tyranny just sprints forward. She's excited. she's worried. And she turns the handle, but it's locked. So she just starts slamming her hands on the door. And she's, Tira, open the door. And then the door opens. And this woman, older woman, probably I would say in her late 40s, like you're maybe a little suspicious that it's even her sister. Maybe it's like a mom and she just said it was her sister. But there's a significant age gap. And Tira just scoops her up into her arms, just, I've been so worried about you. You didn't come back. I'm so sorry I made you do that. I'm so sorry. And she takes her sister inside. The offer for you and Terrence to come in for a drink and a warm bed for the evening is offered. You are staying inside of a massive tree, apparently.
I could honestly go for 10 drinks.
Well, we have plenty.
What do you say?
One insight on this?
Go ahead.
Oh, geez, flat 10.
She's good. But you're about 1,000,000% positive it's not a tree, and she's using illusionary terrain or hallucinatory terrain to make it look like a massive tree.
Is she in a gingerbread house?
Nope, it's just a normal house that she disguised to make look like a big old tree.
Is she living under a turtle, perchance?
No, but I like where you're going with it. And that is the end of Ember and Asher.
One last thing.
Yeah.
When Bachtam pulls up the mask and he asks,
What's next with this?
what's the voice say?
I'm coming to get it.
Put it in your butt around the corner.
I need a new master.
Put a bunch of space. Yummy Tootsie Roll. Yeah, that's it. That's the freaking end.
All right,
Yeah.
Sydney's first two-parter.
Yay!
An epic boss fight, character development.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydney, was that a horned devil that we fought?
I believe it was either that or a bone devil. I just closed out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. I just grabbed devil. I was gonna give him a lot of fiery stuff just to keep it thematic, but then I killed Artem, and then I was like, no, no, I can't do that anymore.
You shouldn't be afraid of downing players. They'll get each other up.
No, the second it happened, I felt so bad.
Did it have resistance to magic? Was it rolling everything?
Oh, he had they have resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, slashing, like everything unless it's a silvered weapon. And then he also had resistances to cold and immunities to fire, and yeah.
Well, I'm glad I never firebolted it or fireballed it, for that matter.
I thought about using a hellish rebuke, but then I'm like, that's a fire spell.
Yeah, I was like, wait, Artem, don't do it. Don't. It's not worth it.
Oh, that's what you thought I would, not the...
That's what I thought you were going to do.
Oh, yeah. And then I was like, no, I don't want to take the damage. You're like, oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, like, oh.
And as much as I like that picture of that angry devil guy, we will not be using that as... Are we done streaming?
Oh, no, I can turn that off. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.